Okay, Bishop, I can't run there.
Koikimedia will bring you one closer to your doorstep. Koikimedia is around. Is around. Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen,
Wow, and a very good morning and welcome once again as we continue our campaign, our quest, our right, and everything that needs to be told when it comes to self-determination. It's just coming up to almost 1:30 a.m. in London. Mo kí gbogbo ẹ̀yin tí ẹ jẹ́ olùgbọ́ wa ní gbogbo ibi tó lúkálùkù wà. Ẹ jọ̀ọ́ ẹ fún mi ní if the quality of the broadcast on the YouTube is doing very well. Testing a lot of things, even though it keeps coming back that it's not receiving enough video to maintain the smooth streaming. Not too sure why, but let's hope that it will eventually get better as we go into the program. A very good morning and welcome. As we always say, good morning, Mr. Peter Pan. Good morning, your Pastor Mo. Good morning to Yorubas around the world and welcome once again into the broadcast. We still have a few more platforms to set up, so what we do, we just play more of our different intros, and this one will probably go like this. A lot of us have heard about this before, but it is never too late if we hear more of it as well, especially the Constitution. We got to focus more on the Constitution because many Nigerians do not even know why we want to go. The volume, okay, the volume is not coming out very well. Is that intense on here? Volume. A short because she later done. I just can adjust the images. Chief Sunday Igboho. I think it's blocking a little bit of my own view as well. Many people need to follow us on all the different platforms so that you are not missing anything, especially a lot of things is happening, all the time. I want to bring Oloye. All right, I think I should bring Oloye towards this side so that Kama block ojú àwọn kábíyèsí méjèèjì tí àwọn Fulani assassinate. KOIKIMEDIA lèmi jẹ́. I'm sure most of you knows that. I don't have to introduce myself. I need to know whether it's one person complaining about the volume. But for now, let's listen to this.
It's very clear. We made a declaration saying that it's too late for restructuring in Nigeria. You will remember in 1962, there was a massive problem in Nigeria when Awolowo was arrested. Our people talked to us. There was crisis for over 4 years that led to the coup. There was a Yoruba meeting of elders called the Yoruba Leaders of Thought. We relented. The thing continued. Yoruba has continued to lose ground since that time. In 1993, there was the annulment of the June 12 election. Shiju Ade, the former Oni, spoke and said Yoruba should go ahead and contest an election. We did. It led to nothing. The same thing happened in 1998, just before the handover to the democratic elected government. Yoruba did not want to go for anything like Nigeria again. But then it failed. Look at where we are. Yoruba has been losing Oduduwa Republic.
Okay.
And we are very categorical about that. We have made that very clear. We have made declarations, and we are very serious about our demands. Every region is just go to its own tent. Yoruba wants to be on its own because the problem that Yoruba has is Nigeria. Nigeria is the problem, is the impediment to Yoruba development, is the impediment to Yoruba development. Without Nigeria, we won't be where we are. 1960, we were far ahead of South Korea and North Korea. We were far ahead of China even. We had television before France. We had radio before South Africa. Now look at where we are today. I think it's a shame that even any Yoruba man can be talking about restructuring at this point in time. What are we restructuring? This country that is already shot to pieces?
Okay.
I don't think that's what we want. But they are always talking about giving Nigeria a chance. The patience of Yoruba with Nigeria has come to an end.
Good morning once again and welcome to the transmission. As we always say, there's still a lot to cover in terms of many of our people still believe in the Nigeria dream. And you can tell, especially when you see people like Femi Gbajabiamila, all these criminal politicians, and Tone Integrity. He was chased out of America for stealing the money that belongs to somebody else. But in Nigeria, everything goes. I saw him. He pín ìwé lórí mọ́tò tó fi ń ṣe campaign wọn ní Surulere. And many people came out to vote. So, so that's why we always say, I want you free business, baby. You go to talk to your politician. If there's a need for you to complain about anything, I'm going to talk about that a little bit. A máa sọ̀rọ̀ nípa article kan tí mo kà from Sahara Reporter. So I'm just about a few more minutes to my all platforms. I think we started 12 minutes ahead of the others since we have not gone into a full broadcast yet. So we're still doing the preambles. So if the quality is better on the YouTube of KOIKIMEDIA, like I said, every now and then I'm still doing some adjustments with the transmission so that Kale make sure pé gbogbo ẹ̀dá náà ni. So I go back on YouTube, I watch videos and see how we can make the quality of the videos that we are producing to be fantastic. So if the video is fantastic, ẹ jẹ́ kí n mọ̀. I can see the same thing on my screen there, but ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ń wò wá lè máa lè sọ fún wa pé quality yẹn wà okay. So we're almost there. I still have the KOIKIMEDIA is not live yet, so we need to set that. The studio from the Twitter is not live, so we have that to set up. So that means by the time I play the next video, we should be literally ready. So I think we should listen to. We are now 6 days before the launch of the youth website.
lágbàáyé. Fún ẹ̀kúnrẹ́rẹ́ àlàyé síwájú sí ẹ kàn sí wa látòrí wẹ́bsáìtì wa www.yorubanationyouth.org. Bákan náà ni ẹ lè pè tàbí kẹ́ WhatsApp +1 803 846 1116 àbí kẹ́ pè +234 703 717 3355 tàbí +971 503 430 843. Bákan náà ni ẹ lè pè +971 525 261 442. Yorùbá Nation Youth website ọ̀kan ní gbogbo wa pátápátá.
So that is coming up on the 10th, Lagbara Long, which is just 6 days from now. There will be the launching of the Yoruba Youth website. So we're looking forward to that, God willing, and we hope that when that is out, I guess we're live now on all the other platforms. Yeah. So, nígbà tí yẹn bá máa fi jáde, we will be grateful for the great work of those behind it, especially Prophet Ologunlowa, kí Ọba Elédùmarè kó bá wa wà pẹ̀lú bàbá yẹn. Also, Muki Omeyo, Muki, many of our great team that are working tirelessly. Most of them are not on the social media like we are. So that means some of them you might not see them physically. Moki gbogbo moki tí ẹ ti ń darapọ̀ mọ́ wa ní àwọn platforms wa. Church gan máa ń sọ pé kó bá wọn pín líǹkì videos wọn. That means pé they need more people to come and watch their service. So táwa náà bá ní kẹ́ pín video, I think it's just to appreciate the work that we are doing. I might have decided pé mo fẹ́ lọ sùn, kò sí nǹkan kan tẹ́nìkan lè máa ṣe fún mi. Nobody is forcing me to come out. Mo kí ya mẹ́ka bọ̀ sórí ètò. Nobody is forcing us to do what we are doing. We love what we are doing, and that's why we are doing it. I'm not hungry. Ebi ò pa mí. Even if I'm going to die in this country, there will be dignity for me compared to àwọn ọba méjì tí wọ́n ṣaláìsí tó yẹ pé there was no dignity for them. But the chances that Tiba sick, I will be given the best medical care. I've had a meal. There is electricity. It is not free. I pay for it. My internet cost me £53 or thereabouts. So Tiba mo £53 and lọ sí equivalent of naira owó ti di. So 53 times 1,850 lówó, depending on ibi tó bá ti fẹ́ share. So 53 multiplied by 1,850. So that means internet inú ilé mi cost me 98,000 naira equivalent. So you can see why, you know, in Tewa, Nigeria, àtàwàtàwà abroad, the difference is that I will only make revenue here because I have to go and work. The wife and myself works. Iṣẹ́ kan lèmi ṣe. I mean, in Nigeria, if you're also doing very well, you can easily make that money and buy internet. But many of you cannot even afford a basic internet service. Moki Egbomi Simon O Adebisi, Moki Mr. Waris Jinadu. Some of you do not share the program because you are scared that maybe tẹ́ bá share àwọn ọ̀rẹ́ yín, àwọn colleagues yín wá lè sọ pé ìwọ náà máa ń gbọ́ KOIKIMEDIA. But tó bá jẹ́ pé church program ó máa ń yá yín lára láti share. Tó bá jẹ́ pé ibi táwọn tó ń ṣe wàásù ti mùsùlùmí ó máa ń yá yín lára láti share. But irú àwọn eléyìí nísìnyí kò ń yá yín lára láti share because, you know, reason best known to many of you. So, in Kokoron Shawa, we are far away from Nigeria, but we are just concerned citizens of Yoruba indigenous people. Whether you like it or not, Nigeria is not going to hold as much as many of you are praying we could hold. For those that are still praying for Nigeria anyway. some of us are not praying for Nigeria because it's a shito country. Èmi náà pín program yẹn, so yín náà bá wa pín. Mo kí our beauty Àmọ̀pé, mo kí bàbá wa Bọ́lárájí, mo kí ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ti darapọ̀ mọ́ wa lórí Mixlr. So yín náà pín ètò yẹn sí ibi tó yẹ kó lọ so that kí àwọn kan tún lè join wa sí. I know many of you love my program, but you're not supporting the cause of what we are doing. Bóyá ẹ ṣì ń dúró pé ó máa take some time kẹ́ tó support, bẹ́ẹ̀ má yẹ kó pẹ́ kí support yẹn tó wá. Èmi náà share lọ sí different groups ni. So while we are doing that, in the next how many minutes láti, I think we should play the anthem. We've done 20 minutes. So let's play the anthem and then we can start going into the program bit by bit. Ṣé quality yẹn wà okay lórí KOIKIMEDIA YouTube? I'm doing some testing on that particular page. So I'm looking at the buy rate. I'm looking at the quality to see while I'm still waiting for my other machine, which is still with the engineer to come back. So Mofe will be able, I can use it permanently for the YouTube. Then I lay an extra device from me. So I'm testing it. I might add the Facebook to it and see how it will hold. Let's listen to this. Orílẹ̀-èdè Kàgbéga, Kàgbéga, Kàgbéga. Ìgbàgbọ́ bàti bẹ̀rù, ká ṣiṣẹ́, ká ṣiṣẹ́, ká ṣiṣẹ́. Ìṣọ̀kan ní kẹjẹ́, tẹ̀síwájú, tẹ̀tẹ̀ ire, àtẹ̀yìn. Ọmọ Odùduwà, tẹ̀sí ipò. Ìwọ ni ìmọ́lẹ̀ ògo adúláwọ̀. Àwa ni ìmọ́lẹ̀. Mo kí ẹ̀yin àwọn tẹ́ ń wọlé. Àjòjì kò gbọ́dọ̀ gba ilẹ̀ wa TV. Wọ́n ní the voice of Oòduà, White Lion, ẹ káàárọ̀. I have changed my name. That is why you can't really get my identity, but I am your coded one from Abuja those days. Ẹ má worry, yeah. I mean, that's fine. You know, mo kí ògbẹ́ni tẹ́ wà ní FCT Abuja, mo kí ẹ̀yin tẹ́ wà ní Kano, mo kí ẹ̀yin tẹ́ wà ní Kaduna, mo kí ẹ̀yin tẹ́ wà ní ilẹ̀ Haúsá, mo kí ẹ̀yin tẹ́ wà ní ilẹ̀ Igbo. We appreciate every single one of us. It's costing me 98,000 naira equivalent for my own internet. So I can imagine, not. The only difference is that tèmi fún mi ní bandwidth to do multiple things without glitch. It doesn't matter how many devices we use in this house. The internet is more than enough to capture it. So nothing is free in this country. You pay for every damn thing. You pay for everything. So we are just grateful. Silver Badmos, Mokia, let me shout out to, let's add one more platform here, see how it goes. So far, I think the YouTube says is an excellent connection. So I'm going to add one more channel to that. So I'm doing a lot of testing along with this. So I can call it a test transmission, but it's still a program as well. I want to review how the quality of the videos is coming out as well. So shout out to many people that have joined us, and good morning, Mr. Ganil Oguns. So Moki, boss for you, and thanks for all that you do for Yorubas. Baba mi tí n bá ṣe ẹlòmíì máa ṣe, ṣùgbọ́n mo dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ gbogbo ẹ̀yin tí ẹ sọ pé Koiki ó kú iṣẹ́ takuntakun, mo ò lówó tí máa fún ẹ bọ̀ mo kí ẹ pé ó kú iṣẹ́ takuntakun. I had yam and egg bí àyàn ló gbómi lórun lọ ìgbà tí mo wá jẹ tán nìkan bíi mo wá lọ sùn ìgbà tí máa jí ara mi wá tò dáadáa. Mo ti jí tipẹ́ náà díẹ̀ but I've been very busy in the last few hours. Mo kí gbogbo àwọn medias wa tó ń ṣiṣẹ́ back to back. It's a lot of work. Some wants to frustrate what we are doing, and those are the politicians. Mo ń ka article kan, mo kí àwa Iyọlá Adédoyin. Green card, Belmos, ẹni tó bá ti gba green card America, another life lẹ́wà yẹn. Àwa náà máa ní green card tiwa níjọ́ kan tó ń pè ní ilẹ̀ Yorùbá. So ẹ jẹ́ ká set the last platform. Mo kí àwọn tí wọ́n máa padà tún fídíò yẹn wò. I know a lot of people watch the videos. Ẹlòmíì máa ń dùn pé Koiki mo dẹ̀ fẹ́ gbọ́ live, but I can't give time to my videos. It's called KOIKIMEDIA. It's a 24 hours platform. We're working on the network from our location for the newspaper review. We hope that we can be able to resolve that quickly. All this is costing me a lot. So that is still one. Then by the time think about tabapari test transmission here, so we're testing a lot of things. We see what the quality is going to be for the newspaper review. So more way, feedback. We need the feedback. Very, very important. Our team, we need the feedback so that iṣẹ́ tá ń ṣe yẹn ká lè mọ̀ bóyá a ní láti mo mọ̀ pé the only problem tẹ́yìn tí ẹ̀ ń wo paper review yẹn tẹ́ ń sọ nínú comment section ni pé Koiki ó ń buff. Koiki really gbádùn newspaper review yìí. So gbogbo ẹ̀ náà ni mo wà aware of, but we're working on it. It's gonna cost money because ó níye hours tí mo fẹ́ kọ́ ṣe, but for now ó léye minutes tí mò ń fún wọn pé kọ́ ṣì máa ṣe because aláti tan generator láti lè fi ṣe ni, and I'm sure you all know what that means. Especially èló ni mo tẹ ṣe 600 kan náà tẹ pé nísìn per litre, kò ṣe pé cheap náà ní UK, but ìyàtọ̀ kan ni pé tó bá yẹ pé ìlú tó ní electricity yẹn dẹ̀ stable dáadáa, we won't have issues with buying petrol. Màá kọ́ máa san owó ná. So wọ́n dẹ̀ múná wá níbi tí à ń pè nílẹ̀ Yorùbá. It's pitch dark. It's a very terrible situation. So mo fẹ́ set one more of the platform. Okay, kí ló dé Twitter ń show níbí báyìí? Kò yẹ kí Twitter wà on níbí báyìí. I shouldn't be having my Twitter on here. Since the Epibiba anymore operate Twitter, so why am I getting the signal from here? So I need to stop this one. So I can stop it. So no need. Moki Walen can say good morning. We're testing a lot of things. Even if it's gonna take time, Nigeria to win, we have already started that exit. Mo Belfast, Stormont, there's a lot of changes. I'll talk about that. 30 years ni our Northern Ireland Lofiba UK ja. It was bloody. But nígbà tó di 1997, they had what they call the Good Friday Agreement. And today, there is still tension in Northern Ireland. Mo ń gbọ́ BBC report, the 10 o'clock news lálẹ́. But the good thing is that they fought to get their freedom. So most àwọn tó ń ṣìn argue pé wàhálà tẹ́ ń ṣe yìí, ìgbìyànjú tẹ́ ń ṣe yìí, it's not going to make any impact. But we are not going to argue with them. What we are just going to do is we're going to continue to work hard on a daily basis. It's going to be very painful because time to yẹ soon, òun time yìí, especially gbogbo ala ní different time. Moment tó yẹ pé wọ́n wà lórí program yìí nísìnyí, they are 3 hours ahead of the time. Ó yẹ kó máa sùn. Moment tó yẹ pé ẹ wà 1 hour because ẹ̀yin tẹ́ wà ní Nigeria, ẹ̀yin tí wà ní 3 o'clock. Àwọn tó wà l'America wà behind. Àwọn tó wà l'Australia ti wà ní about 12, 1 o'clock. Àwọn tó wà ní China wọ́n ti wà lọ́sàn. So we're all operating different time zones. This is his time to be sleeping. But we are here now still talking about the future of the Yoruba people in what is called Nigeria today. Nigeria is a great country. At some point, it was a great country. But what make it not to be great is because the real owner, we did not know that our identity was changed in 1914 fraudulent amalgamation. We didn't know that. So, nígbà kan bó ṣe ń play African Cup nation yẹn, I will be so excited. Ṣé mo pé mo tẹ̀ really follow ẹ̀? Kò ń ṣe pé mo mọ̀ pé wọ́n play ẹ̀, but my spirit is not even connected to it anymore because I see that it's a fraud, and I'll tell you how. UK bá fẹ́ lọ play any tournament, and I'm using the word United Kingdom. Àwọn mẹ́ta ló máa lọ. 3 countries ló ń lọ. England máa lọ, Wales máa lọ, àti Scotland. 3 countries represent in any tournament. So why then do we have to be celebrating Nigeria going to play in African Cup Nation or World Cup qualifying when literally, we should have 3 countries representing Nigeria in that tournament? So you can see that we have we've been defrauded. So when some of you are celebrating Nigeria play Angola and they won the game, I'm asking, what is it to celebrate? I mean, yes, I saw Tony Elumelu, or Elumelu, celebrating Nigeria. Yes, people like that can celebrate because they are still part of the reason why Nigeria is where it is. But for an average Nigerian still thinking that celebrating the African Nations Cup, for me, maybe at some point, Katomo, the World Cup of 1996, all those things. But now that I've had a better understanding of the fraud, because countries like United Kingdom is represented by 3 countries. Ṣé àwọn better jù àwa lọ ni? They are not better than us. But what they've done is the same UK, the same United Kingdom, easy moke ní gbogbo Miami, ẹ̀gbọ́n mi àtàtà. The same UK defrauded us of our own right. They gave us a false identity. They told us lies for a very long time. Those lies is what we are working now to debunk. But we are still having issues with many Nigerians that are now even saying that àwa là ń parọ́. I mean, how does it add up that people that are meant to be in support of the fraud that the amalgamation has done on us are now calling us that àwa gan là ń defraud in Nigeria by asking for our right to self-determination? So you can see that there's going to be a lot of education to change the storyline. Maybe I should rewind that bit for us. Màá dẹ̀ fi sọ ní Yorùbá, torí Yorùbá máa ń dùn lẹ́nu. À ń polongo pé wọ́n ti defraud wa for the last 110 years. àwọn kan wá tún wá ń sọ fáwa pé no, àwa là ń defraud wọn because àwa là ń fẹ́ dá wàhálà sílẹ̀ nínú Nàìjíríà. wọ́n wọ́ndà pé ṣó add up ṣá. àwa gangan ni à ń try láti change in tí àwọn òyìnbó ṣe fún wa. ìkàdé ló ṣe fún wa. wọ́n dẹ̀ ṣèkà yẹn débi pé ó ti affect every region, every indigenous people for the last 110 years. The first thing, by removing our real identity, has created Mokiyawa Ifagbemileke Ẹ̀káàbọ̀ sórí ètò Ìyá Alálùbáríkà. Ẹ kú iṣẹ́ àná, ẹ kú iṣẹ́ tèmi. Ọlọ́run túbọ̀ fi àlàáfíà adẹ́foríjì gbogbo àwọn òkú wa lọ́run, àti bàbá tèmi náà, àti ẹni tí fámílì ẹ̀ bá ti kú. ṣé àwa tá à ń jáde báyìí nísìnyí tá à ń sọ pé kò ń ṣe pé a hate àwọn ẹ̀yà tó kù, but a kọ́kọ́ gbọ́dọ̀ fẹ́ràn ara wa gẹ́gẹ́ bí ọmọ Yorùbá ká tó fẹ́ràn àwọn ẹ̀yà tó kù. kò sí nǹkan kan tó bad nínú ẹ̀. àwa ń jẹ́ kó yá ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ àwọn èèyàn pé in tí Britain ṣe fún wa ni pé wọ́n create a false narrative. a dẹ̀ ń try láti sọ pé narrative yẹn ó wrong, because there was nothing called Nigeria before 1913. So why are we trying to save Nigeria? Nobody has been able to give us a clear reason to why we should keep Nigeria. Let me start my Twitter space. Bó tẹ̀ jẹ́ èèyàn méjì mẹ́ta la bá rí níbẹ̀ lálẹ́. Since I'm running a lot of the program from the software, and I'm still checking, okay, it's telling me now that the video is struggling because mo ti gbé Facebook lé lórí. So I can say that it has dropped a little bit, but ẹ jẹ́ kí n ṣe máa mọ̀ if the quality is still better inside the YouTube channel of KOIKIMEDIA. Mo kí gbogbo wa pátápátá, and I pray that our effort, we will enjoy it all together. It's just a matter of time. Nígbà táwọn bàbá wo lọ́wọ́ push nígbà tí wọ́n succeed by gaining the independence that led to the Nigerian independence that we're celebrating today. So àwa náà máa ṣì ní time láti enjoy Yoruba nation as a country, even though some might argue that ọ̀rọ̀ tẹ́ ń ṣe yìí kò ní wáyé in the next 10-30 years. I mean, to some people, they say that. But whatever you have said, or whatever you are going to say, we have started that process. There was a lot of negotiation between the era of Babawolowo, Azikiwe, Ahmadu Bello, in negotiating our independence from the country called Great Britain. It was a lot of negotiation. It was a lot of roundtable discussion. It was a lot of adding one, removing two, adding three, pushing, and then eventually they agreed to a certain things, and certain things they did not agree, but the British also manipulated it. And one of what they manipulated was giving us the false hope from the first ever election in Nigeria in 1959. And that election was a fraud. The election of 1959 still remained the most fraudulent election that has ever been conducted in the history of the same fake country town Britain to create. So so if we go back to that history, literally kò tẹ̀ jẹ́ kí ọmọ Yorùbá kankan máa sọ pé òun fẹ́ wà nínú Nàìjíríà. But fellow glasses me because Moki, I woke up right now, don't know what my kids will eat tomorrow morning. Ọlọ́run fún wọn ní nǹkan tó máa jẹ. Ẹ lọ sọ́dọ̀ àwọn olóṣèlú. They will do what they can do. I want to share freebies, maybe, but it would have been nice if I can support, but I don't do freebies. I don't even have the money to do freebies anyway. What Britain did is more than enough for us to it's more than enough for us to say to Britain that our relationship pẹ̀lú ẹ̀yin gan lọ́jọ́ iwájú probability wà pé ó lè nìkan má, but àfi sọ yẹn because it's a open market. It's a big open market. The fraud that was created in Nigeria will have a big impact on many lives. So let's start from this video. I think we should be able to work with the system here behind the scene. So I gotta capture my video as well in. Okay, yeah, I can see myself. It's been a while that I've done this, especially thinking about in low phone jewelry broadcast. It makes you to be a very lazy person. I think I should bring down. I really want to test more of the. What is the quality like of the YouTube of KOIKIMEDIA? I still want to know in the comment section. Muki, Mr. Dara Poli, Brooklyn. Èèyàn ti bàbá Òrùpọ̀rí àti Akéemadio. Àwọn ọ̀rẹ́ yín nìyẹn, 5 mutual friends. Thank you so much for joining the program, sir. Good morning. Once again, a very good morning to many of you that have joined us. Let's go to my X, which is also known as Twitter. Some of us don't know the evil of what Nigeria is doing on us. But some of us know, but majority of Nigerians don't have a clue. You think that we are just out because we feel like coming out and talk about Nigeria. But we are out because we know that Nigeria is the impediment to many reasons why things is what they are today. Or I think I should go to channels. I want to show us a video, or some of you will not see that video because we're not streaming in one pot. So let's go to a video that I picked up earlier yesterday as Femi Gbajabiamila was distributing. Okay, no. Let's listen to this one. We don't have to say him. Or maybe we should say him. Alright, let's load this way. And tell our KOIKIMEDIA nìkan lè máa lè rí fídíò yẹn, but tó kù audio nìkan lè máa gbọ́. Let's listen to him here.
prior to now, I had always come here in the last 6-7 elections to vote for myself as a member of the House of Representatives. For the first time, I'm coming around to vote for somebody else. So it's a mixture of feelings, a potpourri of feelings. But I'm happy that we're voting for a candidate who I know, a candidate who has pedigree, a candidate who's committed, a candidate whose people focused, and I believe Fuad Laguda will do well, taking over that seat from me. Mr. President, who I talk to on the daily, has no other thing in his mind than how to address the issue of insecurity and the economic hardship. Now, that's very important. He has his gaze fixed on that, on solving that problem. He made a lot of ground. We've had this issue for years, not just even the last government, for years. But I think now we have somebody who will address those issues and address them as a
Oh, okay, Mabinu. I'm just told that there's no audio. I didn't even look at that. And I've been speaking for probably some few minutes. Mabinu, I've just been told that there was no audio in the broadcast. The software, so get used to that. Thanks so much. The audio is back now. I was talking about Femi Gbajabiamila that took money. See the reason why I have to. When I was looking at there, but I didn't see any comment that says no audio. I didn't pick it on time. So Femi Gbajabiamila ó gbé owó olówó l'Amẹ́ríkà, ó gbé wá sí Nàìjíríà, ó wá fi contest election. And we all know what happened after that. He has paid the money back, but I believe he doesn't care because he's never going to practice anyway in America. In tó lè máa practice, tó good at it, òun lélẹ̀ tó ń ṣe lọ́wọ́ yìí. The politics of Eba, Amala, Gbegiri, the politics of distributing 200 naira exercise book. We will watch the video, but some of you that wants to watch the video, you'll have to go on the KOIKIMEDIA to watch it because that is where the streaming of the video is coming from. And the video is courtesy of channels for educational purpose on our own platform. Many Yoruba people, Leni, you are putting your anger on the wrong people. Our anger should be collective. Our anger should go straight to those that do not want us to have a better life. And who are those we're talking about? That is the politicians in Yoruba land that have now used their power to subdue us, because for them, we are nothing. So let's go back and listen a little bit more as we continue in the program. All right, bear with us. It's a bit of delay, something. All right. The sound should be back now. The sound should be back. I believe the sound should be back. But not sure why the video is not playing again. All right, if it doesn't play, we'll just leave it. Let's see if we can find the next video. All right. All right. Are we still having problem with the audio from the YouTube? Mic check. Mic check. Am I being Okay, it is back. All right, I want to talk about that. All right, thanks so much. All right. Thanks so much, enter our YouTube. Am I being we lost the audio. Especially I've not streamed on the software like this for a while. And I agree with him to some point there. Look, we can sit here and blame Jagaban. Jagaban Koloda problem Nigeria Sile. The problem has been there for a very long time. And the problem is not going anywhere soon. At least Tinubu Mafishi Jobaton. It does not matter how good Tinubu is going to do or perform, those problems will exist until Tinubu leaves. The problem of Nigeria is far beyond our raw leadership. The problem of Nigeria is all the fraud created, the deceit, the illusion, the lies, the faulty foundation that the British created and gave everybody to go and deal with. I mean, the British are very smart people. I'm talking about the British Empire, the colonialists. They're very smart. Give us this and take this one. The major one, they took it from us and they gave us Nigeria to go and play with. And we have been playing with Nigeria for 110 years. We've been playing with Nigeria for 63 years. So we can now see how we all play with Nigeria. Some, as we speak right now, they play with Nigeria in the football. They're watching African Nations Cup. Some are there, trying to manipulate. Some are there through religion. Some are there through lies and deceit. So all these bags of different things they give to us to go and work with. And we have been working with it. So we are now looking for solution. And part of the solution, you will see people that will write fantastic article. And you will ask yourself, okay, after this article, what next? Nothing. And we will read one of that from a brother that is called Farouk Perogi. I'm going to tell you what he wrote on Sahara Reporter yesterday. And the headline says, Tinubu, Nigeria is sinking and the streets are full of tears. Very good catchphrase, because a journalist must be able to use a powerful catchphrase to allow you to lock into either their videos, through the article. So headline is very, very important. But for me, it's nothing, because as much as you can have different headlines, especially like what we are doing right now, people put all kind of different headlines so that you can come and watch that video. The simple thing we should just be adding every day is break Nigeria, break Nigeria, break Nigeria, destroy Nigeria, dissolve Nigeria, de-amalgamate. That should only be the only thing we should be putting. But the reason why we add other headline to it, because Afejekewa will video here. So when I say I don't use Oloye as my write-up, I could use it. And I know that many people will click and want to watch it. And sometimes, Koiki Obama de Shenye. So my own take is that when people like Farouk Paroge write beautiful article. I'm going to read everything. I've read it already, and I'm going to digest it for many of you. But I am still talking about Femi Gbajabiamila, the criminal man that left America with unclean record. He doesn't have integrity in America like he is right now. Could he practice law in America, okay? Even though he doesn't need to go and practice law. He's not doing very well in Nigeria, a corrupt system where you and myself want to fix. But this bastard doesn't want to fix Nigeria. You think they want to fix Nigeria? They don't want to fix Nigeria. If Femi Gbajabiamila wanted to fix Nigeria, they would have pulled down the 1999 fraudulent constitution. But what they've done while he was the Speaker of the House is they're doing amendment to a fraudulent constitution that he is enjoying with his own cocoon. But many Nigerians are just gullible. What if he in Kokon Deimole? Like my sister Yeti Queen said on Omoluka's program. What if Deimole? Inu Agolewa. So some of you cannot think straight yourself anymore. So you need people like us to come and remind you. I don't know what happened to my Twitter space. It actually shut down itself. So I don't know what happened there. So maybe we should try with this phone. So let's listen a little bit more to what he was saying there. I want us to take note of what he's saying. Femi Gbajabiamile, the man that left America after he stole money from his clients. Ó jówó látọ̀dọ̀ client ẹ̀ ló fi lọ sí Nàìjíríà ló fi lọ ṣe politics òun kọ́ ló lówó yẹn ẹ bèrè lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ ó mọ̀ náà kò lè sọ pé mò ń parọ́ mọ́ òun ó lè ní ọmọ olè fọ́ ni owó olówó ló jí ló fi lọ bẹ̀rẹ̀ politics ní Nàìjíríà ẹ pé ẹ̀yin tẹ́ bá mọ̀ ẹ ní Koiki parọ́ mọ́ pé bọ̀bọ́ kan wà ní UK ó náà ń jẹ́ KOIKIMEDIA pé mo parọ́ mọ́ mò ń parọ́ mọ́ ó rẹ́kọ̀dì yẹn wá ń tà. I don't have to go and pull it out on Google, but this is the what Nigeria want. And I'm sure some of you want to be like that as well. You are waiting for your turn. Turn by turn. No. Ẹ rántí Asari Dokubo. Najagaban turn. No. Turn by turn. No. Najagaban turn. All criminals. And we now have professor that is now endorsing that criminality when they do your some of you think that you can perfect election in Nigeria. You can never perfect election because British rigged the first ever election in Nigeria in 1959. Wọ́n jẹ́ kí bàbá Awólọ́wọ̀ wọlé. Britain ò jẹ́ kí bàbá Awólọ́wọ̀ wọlé because wọ́n mọ̀ pé tí bàbá Awólọ́wọ̀ bá wọlé, that will be the game changer. Just like they never allowed the late MK Abiola, even though we know that on Najaguda as well, but at least maybe Tuba Wole, we would have seen some changes, but it was a president that was never won. Let's now listen to this Jaguda that call himself Chief of Staff. Iyami Folashade Ojo, it's been a while. Ṣàlàáfíà ni grandma wa. Ẹ kú iṣẹ́ takuntakun, ẹ kú ìtọ́jú gbogbo wa. Tó mọ̀ pé kò ń ṣe mí nìkan lẹ̀ ń tọ́jú. Ọwọ́ yín ti kún gbogbo ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ń tọ́jú wa. Ẹ̀gbọ́n mi The Real náà, mo sáìtì yín. Mo kí ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ń darapọ̀ mọ́ wa lórí Instagram. Èmi ló ń pè ní Koiki Media. Ọ̀rọ̀ ẹnu mi máa kọ́kọ́ fi bá yín destroy Nàìjíríà délẹ̀. Tẹ́ bá ń gbọ́ Nàìjíríà báyìí wàá máa sá fọ́fọ́fọ́tì fún. Ìlú òfò ní Nàìjíríà. Ìlú àdánwò, ìlú tó lè lọ tó jẹ́ pé òkú ẹ̀ ló máa gbé padà. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni àwọn tó kú yẹn àfihàn wọn. Ìlú àdánwò àgbákò ẹ̀ làwọn Fẹ́mi Gbàjàbíàmílà yìí. Ó jí owó olówó l'Amẹ́ríkà tó fi padà sí Nàìjíríà lọ ṣe politics. The same thing ní Ikekere Madu kẹ̀kẹ́kẹ́kẹ́kẹ́ Ikekere Madu kẹ̀ èèyàn lè Ikekere Madu tó máa fi parí election Tinubu ní the next 8 years kò tí ì di padà sí Nàìjíríà àti lọ́kẹ̀ sínú prison sí bíbá torí pé ó ṣàṣemáṣe. Dezani à ń padà ní court èmi àti ẹ̀ ní next year kọ́lọ́n kò ṣọ́ wa. November ló ń bọ̀ ní court ní 2025. Dezani Alison Madueke. Kò wá ń ṣe pé ìlú tó ń bá wọn fa wàhálà yìí náà clean. Ó lè gbé, ó lè gbà. Èmi àti Wàlátà olórí ẹbí ń sọ̀rọ̀ níjọ́ Friday tó wá sọ́dọ̀ mi. Àwa ń sọ̀rọ̀ débi owó crude oil. Ṣẹ̀rẹ́ ẹ̀yin tẹ́ wà Nàìjíríà. Èmi ni máa ṣàlàyé fún yín níwọ̀nba tí mo mọ̀. Ṣé rí Nàìjíríà tẹ́ ń rí yẹn? Kò sí owó epo crude oil tó ń tà tí ìlú yìí tí kò mọ̀ nípa ẹ̀. Crude oil tí wọ́n ń tà, mo fún yín ní breakdown yẹn. Ẹ rántí, èèyàn mélòó ló rántí? Ẹ kúkú ń kọ̀ kankan sílẹ̀. Mo mọ̀ bẹ́ ṣe ń pass gan nínú exam. A dẹ̀ máa ṣe exam láìpẹ́. Ẹ ti gbàgbé 38 countries. Ìyẹn làwa ṣe máa ń kọ sílẹ̀ torí mo ní láti tún lọ máa ṣe ibi tí mo ti mú. 38 kódà mo ṣe audio ẹ̀ síta. Èèyàn mélòó ló bá audio yẹn pàdé? Ṣé pín fáwọn family yín nílé? Pé ṣé o gbọ́n tí Koiki sọ 38 countries ni a bá ṣòwò. Òwò kí la bá wọn ṣe? Òwò atẹpo fún wọn tó ń pè ní crude oil. Ani tó pọ̀ lóòótọ́ la ṣe ń tà á torí pé ẹ̀rí pé òun náà ló pọ̀ ta fi ń mú bí omi. Òun ló wá dípò wọn. Àárín kankan fi ṣe ní Nàìjíríà débi pé ẹlòmíì ò lè gbé mọ́tò ẹ̀ jáde lénìí. Mo kí bàbá mi wà rich Jinadu. Yoruba Nationalist Civil Studies. Amade Stonmont ní Northern Ireland nínú ètò yìí. I'll see how far I can go. Mo kí manager mi tó wà lẹ́yìn ẹ kú iṣẹ́ takuntakun. I'm just trying to take it one at a time. Àpégbà mi máa ń wá pẹ̀lú rush. Tí bá ti wọṣọ sójà rush nìyẹn. Irú ilé báyìí ètò tí mo fẹ́ jẹ́ kẹ́ gbọ́ kájọ máa mú mi sí èyí tẹ́ mu Guinness. Mo rí Guinness nínú home bargain. Mo ṣe fídíò yẹn ti wà lórí short videos mi lórí KOIKIMEDIA. £3.18 ní Guinness bottle ẹyọ kan. 38 countries la tẹ̀pọ̀ fún ní 2021 crude oil. Ṣé mọ̀ pé each of owó kọ̀ọ̀kan tá a dárúkọ India ló ra epo tó pọ̀ jù lọ́wọ́ wa at $8.1 billion. I have multiple cameras. Ojú mi lè máa lọ báyìí kẹ́ máa pé ṣé bọ̀bọ̀ ṣojú ń dun bọ̀bọ̀ yìí ni kò ríran. No, mo ríran bàjẹ́. Èlé wà ń bí, èlé wà ń bí, èlé wà ń bí, èlé wà ń bí báyìí. Very soon gbogbo ẹ̀ máa wá sójú kan. À ń ṣiṣẹ́ lé lórí. Especially mo fẹ́ wò tí èlé tá à ń lò lọ lálẹ́ yìí. Mo kí ìyá mi First Bank ó tọ́jọ́ mẹ́ta mọ́ mi. Òtútù àbáyín lára mu mo mọ̀ pé kò easy. Gba àwọn ìlú yẹn, ìlú tẹ́yìn wà yẹn, ìlú tó tutù gan ni. Mo kí àwọn ọmọ Biafra. Every dollar epo tata UK mọbi tó wò yẹn gbà kọjá. Ẹ gbọ́ mi dáadáa. Ẹ mọ̀ pé Sanusi ní níbo ni gbogbo dọ́là wà owó epo tá ń tà. Èmi wá ń sọ fún ẹ̀yin ọmọ Yorùbá àtẹ̀yin ọmọ Nàìjíríà pé gbogbo dọ́là epo tata láti 2021 ní o láti ẹ̀yìn ní o títí di wákàtí UK mọbi tí owó yẹn tó ń gbà kọjá. Every dollar. That is where they are very good at. Ẹ̀gbọ́n nǹkan tí mo sọ dáadáa o. Every dollar. Ó dà ẹ máa ń like practical. Ẹ jẹ́ ń gbéwèé mi jáde. Ibi báyìí ni dọ́là wá wà. Every dollar. Kò ń ṣe pounds o, cause pounds kọ́ la fi ń ṣe business epo. Ẹ jẹ́ àfowó Nàìjíríà sẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́. Every $1, as you can see like this, of the crude oil sales in Nigeria to India, Spain, France, Netherlands, Germany, Portugal, Indonesia, Italy, Poland, Singapore, Thailand, China, Canada, UK, Switzerland, Turkey, US, Cote d'Ivoire, Brazil, Uruguay, Peru, Chile, Australia, Togo, Senegal, Ghana, Czech, Sweden, Gibraltar, Denmark, Belgium, Greece, Brunei, Malaysia, South Korea, Chinese Taipei, Israel, United Arab Emirates. Every of those dollars of the crude oil sales goes through a channel that the UK government knows about. The question then is, why is this money not getting back to Nigeria for the developmental, the good governance, the good road project, the welfare, the education, the youth, the farmers, the good buildings that we see abroad? Baba mi wari jina do it. The petrodollar. Where is the petro naira? We now know where the dollar goes to. But by the time it gets back, some of them get back to Nigeria, but not everything. Maybe half of it. We now end up having this in our own central bank. This is what Tinubu is trying to look for now. Owó tó ń wọlé through NNPCL, because it's now a limited company. Only God knows how many people have shares in that. Ṣé náà ní shares nínú NNPCL? How many people have shares in it? Now, where is the naira Bàbá mi Akínwùmí ní, yes, where is the dollar? Because everybody is looking for the dollar. But we don't need to look for the dollar because we have the crude oil sales that give us dollar. So, and then we convert that dollar, it gives us naira. The question now is, where is the dollar? Maybe we should ask Bajabia Mole 419, criminal, telling me now that Tinubu did not create all the problems. We agree. Okay, I agree with you on that. I'm not here to say Tinubu created all the problem, but it was part of those that brought in Buhari that destroyed the economy of Nigeria for 8 years. So let's go back and listen to Femi Gbajabiamile. Ní dá fún bàbá ẹ̀. Ẹ bá ń sọ pé kò ní dá fáwọn tó bí. We should come together as Nigerians. Àwọn àtàwọn wo lọ́jọ́ ń sọ yẹn? You see how they are criminals. They are criminals. We should all come together as one Nigeria. There is nothing called Nigeria. Olórí burúkú. He knows. Femi Gbajabiamila knows that there's nothing called one Nigeria. But the idiot gullible people in Surulere that tell pé ẹ̀yin yàgbẹ́ nínú ilé tí ẹ kọ́ tó ti kọ́ láti only God knows àwọn ilé tí ẹ kọ́ ti dà wó. Most of those houses igbó lẹ̀ ń tà nínú bẹ̀. Ṣé mo rí yín ni? Igbó lẹ̀ ń tà ní gbogbo ṣítà. Nothing works in Surulere. Even ibi tó sọ pé òun jẹ́ constituency. Ẹ lọ bí àwọn tó wà níbẹ̀. Ẹ máa rí ìwé tó ń pín nísìn. A máa rí fídíò yẹn. Ẹ pé ó ti tójọ́ mẹ́ta tí mo ti ṣe. Ṣé ó dà pé YouTube yẹn clear? Èmi gan gbádùn ẹ̀. Ó dà pé ó clear dáadáa. Ẹ bá ń comment ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ń wò mí lórí TV. Easy ṣó ti wọlé ẹ̀gbọ́n mi. Ṣé YouTube yẹn clear dáadáa lórí KOIKIMEDIA? Ẹ jẹ́ lọ tètè wò lórí KOIKIMEDIA. Ó dà pé a máa mú ti backup channel náà lọ sínú ẹ̀. Mo fi kọ́kọ́ test ìta lẹ́yìn náà because mo tún lọ wo YouTube video the quality of why we should not be get even tá a bá tẹ̀ ní laptop tó dáa ṣáàṣì lè manage létà ní títí tọ́lọ́ máa fi pèsè mí. Àkókò ti pariwo fún wa lówó ẹ̀dáwó. Kò ń ṣorí fóònù mo sọ just reason the one on the software which is the KOIKIMEDIA. Ìtẹ́yìn tí ń wò yẹn is the backup channel which is the WD76. Ultimate TV ṣe sọ pé ó clear bàjẹ́. Aziz Easy sọ pé ó nice ó dẹ̀ clear. Okay, ẹ ṣé gan ni. Ẹ̀yin tẹ́ wà lórí Facebook ẹ má bínú àtẹ̀yin tẹ́ wà lórí Instagram. Tá bá ti get gbogbo ẹ̀ right then Instagram ẹ mọ̀ pé tẹ́lẹ̀ a máa ń show yín ní screen yẹn níwájú ni. A sì lórí TikTok mọ́ àwọn yẹn ti yọ wá kúrò. Let's take it back for few seconds. Ẹ̀gbọ́n kan tó sọ bíbá. Ta ti ń gbọ́ tẹ́lẹ̀ náà nìyẹn. Ẹ mọ̀ pé nǹkan tí Buhari náà sọ fún wa nìyẹn òun àti Shortman Devil. Okay. Ṣé tẹ mọ̀ pé nígbà tí Buhari wà ń bẹ̀ ní 2021 àbí? Gbogbo petrol dollar owó níbo ló wà? Yeah, Buhari was the one in president in 2021. Okay, ó clear lórí YouTube. Ẹ ṣé gan ni Tokyo 778. Ó yẹ kí n kọ Buhari sí bíbá ẹni o. Mo ń bọ̀, pẹ́ẹ́nì mi dà. Buhari was the president in 2021. Ṣé bàbá tíyàwó mi bá fẹ́ wáìn mi nínú ilé ló máa ń ní ṣé bàbá. Mo ní mo fi gbórúkọ yẹn mọ́ nínú ilé. Ṣé bàbá ló wà níbẹ̀? Ṣé bàbá 2021 níbo ló kó gbogbo owó dọ́là sí? Chai! Wọ́n ti jẹ́ Nàìjíríà run. Èmi àti yín wá ń jà. Àwọn ò rí petrol dollar nísìn. Àrówó gas. Ṣé ẹ mọ̀ pé owó yẹn ló yẹ kí gbogbo wa náà máa gbádùn ká máa jẹ ká máa gbádùn ká máa yọ̀tọ̀ mi ká máa look fresh. Kí nǹkan kan má ṣe wá. Okay. Ibo ló ti ń sọ pé audio low. The audio is very low. Okay. Kò jẹ́ kó low. Kí ló wá fà? Shortman Devil, son got busted for money laundering in the UK. Where is it? Again, Adi, Mikey, and Mobuya, I make any difference. Come out to all of that with one. Yale, I should not upgrade it. I tell you, if you upgrade it. The other, can you tell me, Dragon, Alien Way, the mic wá ẹ jẹ́ ká connect ilé mọ́ so ẹ fún mi ní heads up bí sound ẹ bá ṣì ń jáde lórí Koiki tí bá ní YouTube mo ń specify because two YouTube là ń run it has to be the KOIKIMEDIA YouTube so ẹ jẹ́ kí n mọ̀ tí audio yẹn bá jáde dáadáa let me be sure that I'm still hearing myself so let me see audio we're gonna mo ń lo properties okay ó ti pick external one tí mò ń lò so ẹ jẹ́ kí n mọ̀ tó bá ń pick dáadáa bẹ́ẹ̀ ni just reason very heartless people Buhari government did exactly what they did during Shagari all right let's move swiftly because of our time but I'm trying not to be very fast in the program tonight yeah bí ilé máa clear ẹ mọ̀ pé fóònù yẹn dagan ẹ̀yin ìyàwó náà lè ń support wa la fi ń ní gbogbo ẹ̀ tó ń dùn ọwọ́ ọmọ sí mi tẹ̀ mo ti gba fóònù ilé ẹ ṣé gan ni Mr. Seun Lawal good morning ẹni how was your night boss iṣẹ́ kan tẹ́ gbé fún mi náà ni mo ń ṣe yìí kí ni mo fẹ́ ṣe báyìí kọ́lọ́n kò ṣàánú Mr. Larry sọ pé you are almost there my brother bẹ́ẹ̀ ni kódà tó bá máa take wa ní years ká tó gba Yorùbá nation àti bẹ̀rẹ̀ process yẹn so process ta bẹ̀rẹ̀ yẹn nísìn your voice is clear but not the video you were playing on the website video yẹn mọ̀ pé quality ò lè dàbí and I think because it's coming through my mic so what we'll do now I'm gonna mute my mic then I'll play video and delete tán I'll do desktop audio so I'm gonna and I hope I remember to unmute myself so let's do it now by playing the video kò ní clear because of the ó máa clear nísinsìnyí má worry.
Forget about your party leanings, forget about your ethnic leaning. Let's all focus. Let's be our brothers keepers. Security is about everybody. Those who are governing and those who are governed. We all have to come together. I gave an example earlier on about the United States where, they have an insecurity problem almost every day. But what do? Especially when you have major challenges. For instance, the 9/11, September 11 incident. There was no Republican, Democrat, Independent. There was nothing like that. They all came together in the name of America and supported George Bush at the time. They supported the government. They gave him all the encouragement that he needed. And that's exactly how they were able to pull through, at least as of that time. And that's what I encourage Nigerians to do. If there is any advice, constructive advice to give this government, let's put it on the table. It's all about security, it's about everybody. Economic hardship, I use the example again, the analogy that the president always used, which is and the best example he always gave. It was a woman who's pregnant for 9 months and carries that child. It's very uncomfortable, sometimes very painful. The pangs of pregnancy, of childbirth come with it. But at the end of the day, when you deliver the child, you forget all those things. You forget all those things. You're happy to see the child, the product of your hard work, of the difficulties of the 9 months. You completely forget. And I think that's exactly what's going to happen. This government and this president came in. They knew that there was going to be a lot of difficulties. They put in the fundamentals, and that's what's important. The economic fundamentals that were not there. The subsidy was removed. Naira unification was a policy that we came up with, and these are things that should have been in place from day one, from Jump Street. And I believe with all those things in place, those are the fundamentals I'm talking about. CBN is reforming itself, and NPC as well. So those things, once those things are in place, then we begin to reap the benefits of those.
Ó sọ̀rọ̀ bí Americana And you can see those behind him, they're so excited. Yeah, the one we go fee address the media, the one we go fee address the press. And it's going on blah 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 blah. That is their job. If you get carried away pẹ̀lú gbogbo jágbajàgba tó ń sọ yìí, 8 years down the line, their own will be worse than Buhari. Let's even pray that they get it right. Do you think that Femi Gbajabiamila will now be used as the incoming vice president in 2031, while the northerner will become the president? So gbogbo tó ń sọ yìí is a waste of time and energy for the future of our ọmọ Yoruba. But gbogbo tó ń sọ nísìn is for the future of himself and all those cronies. You can see all those faces behind. You can see that he's addressing us. He's putting on glasses. Criminals. Because what if they carry a new June? Look, let me address him by listen. You can see me. These are meant to be the same, but they don't put shaded glasses. Okay, let me do it this way. Tell me how you feel after I put on this. And be honest, please. You know, honest, you might be you might not see Femi Gbajabiamila, but this is me now. How do you feel like this? If I come in every day, not that I have eyesight problem, and every day during my broadcast, I address you like this, how do you think you're gonna feel? And I want us to be honest. Put it in the comment section. I would not take it as anything. I'll just take it as the truth from you. If I come out every day with these shaded glasses, how do you feel? Are you going to be comfortable? Or you probably say, okay, if IGBOHO, you look like a gangster. And I want us to be honest in the comment section. I won't take it personal, please. I want us to put something out there. I can still read the comment. This is how Femi Gbajabiamila is addressing Nigerians in his shaded dark glasses. And this is what Wike does as well. If you know any one of them as well that put on these dark shaded glasses when they address Nigerians, I beg, help me put them in the comment section. And these are meant to be our leaders. At least we can still even see this one. We don't see Dupe Onitiri anymore. Our own is even dark. Everywhere is dark. We cannot see Dupe Onitiri. She don't run. Everywhere is dark. When Dupe Onitiri is addressing us now, this is the way Dupe Onitiri is addressing people. That crazy woman. Let me tell you the way India addressed us, Mama. So when Dupe Onitiri want to address us, I don't know why she's addressing us like that. And I don't want to fall down. So I'm trying to be very careful. So Dupe Onitiri is addressing Yoruba people like this. Oloshi woman. Olori Buruku woman. This is the way Dupe Onitiri is addressing Yoruba people. Like Egun. According to the time, ẹ̀yin ọmọ Yorùbá ẹ máa jó ẹ máa yọ̀. Adélé ń bọ̀ láìpẹ́ yìí. Àti gbé Adélé dé, ẹ máa gbọ́ Ìjìnlẹ̀ FM radio. Gbogbo ètò tó ń ṣe ó ń bọ̀ láìpẹ́ ẹ̀yin ọ̀dọ́. According to the time, Baba debunker. Baba debunker. Ẹ sọ fún olórí number 2. Mo sọ fún. Mo ní kó jẹ́ ká jọ declare Yorùbá nation. Ó sá lọ. Ìyẹn olórí number 2 ni mò ń sọ o. But olórí number 1, olóṣèlú ló ń ṣiṣẹ́ fún ọ. Ẹ sá fún, olóṣèlú ló ń ṣiṣẹ́ fún. Ẹ̀yin ọmọ Yorùbá ẹ má worry. Gbogbo ètò ń lọ lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́. Ẹ sọ fún wọn. You get it? You don't get it. Olórí burúkú woman. Kí ni ìyàtọ̀ Dúpẹ́ Onítìrí àti Gbajabiamila? You can see that Nigerians have problems. The Yoruba people tó support the country, àwọn yẹn náà ní problem. But if it was this country, you will see Rishi Sunak. He doesn't even wear any glasses. And he would look like that. My British people, we are already working towards the economy of this country. Go and look at India Prime Minister Modi. He doesn't use glasses. He will be talking. Go and look at Justin Trudeau. He doesn't use glasses. Go and look at Macron. He doesn't use glasses. Even Joe Biden, it is only very, very limited time he uses glasses. Ìyàwó mi ń béèrè pé ṣé Joe Biden báwo ló ṣe máa ń ṣe báyìí? Mo ní ó ti dàgbà ni. Ó ló ṣe jáwọn àgbà. Mo ní another cabal America. This is how we find ourselves in this shito country. Mo kí Yami Beauty _ Amokboye Kalema. Reason why I'm using this is because it's a recommendation that I sit on the screen, and it is good that while we're on the screen, we just put it on. My eyesight is very beautiful. There's nothing wrong with it. How did we get to this stage? It's because we love lies. Yeah. These are not more than just because we sit on the screen all the time. Grammar Comfort Adeleye. So let's move swiftly. Ṣé ká gbọ́ the last 1 minute of Femi Gbajabiamila or ká lọ wo the next video? I think we should watch the next video. Let's look for that next video. Ẹ má bínú pé I have to scroll down, and I think I retweeted it. Tinubu has gaze fixed on solving economy and security challenges. Femi Gbajabiamila. Okay. Àwọn Surulere leleyo. These are the people that are going to come back on the social media and ask for money. So I'm going to mute my mic again, and I want us to listen to these. And I hope you're enjoying the program so far. Mokitoni Ages. So let's do this. See that we have people that have mental problem in Nigeria. Ẹ má bínú ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ẹ rí screen yẹn. Hopefully tomorrow I will add the backup channel YouTube on this, and I'll see how it goes. Yeah, one lady nísìnyí wọn mọ background Gbajabiamila. All they knew about him is that he started donating money, giving them this, giving them that. But irú àwa nísìnyí mọ background ẹ̀ pé ó lè ní kò ní integrity kankan l'Amẹ́ríkà. Kódà wọ́n ti fáyẹ̀ kò lè ṣe law l'Amẹ́ríkà mọ̀. But kí lóun náà fi lọ ṣe law fún l'Amẹ́ríkà? He's become chief of staff. He's a big man in Nigeria. He goes to security. He has a bulletproof car. He travels on a private aircraft to Abuja and all that. So the little peanuts làwọn eléyìí celebrate. and look at all the area, smelly. I know his area in Surulere, smelly, no development. Do you blame these people? They are all part of the reason why some of them we have to drag them away from this nonsense. There's still one more video from Gbajabiamila that I want us to watch. I have to keep looking for the video, and I know it's on channels. Okay, let's go back to my page officially. Let me go back to my Twitter or the X, but many of us still call it Twitter. And I hope my mic is back because, yeah, my mic is back. Moki Bubualen can say a very good morning and welcome to the transmission. Eninijo Kẹrin nínú oṣù KG 2024. We're streaming on multiple platforms. I have 3 people that are listening to me on the space. I have many of you. Yeah, I didn't want to text you. Oh, okay. I don't know what is on there. This is Nigeria, Muritala Mohammed Airport. I just want us to hear the sound of it as well.
2024, they have just taken the light at the airport. There is power outage at the airport, so you can imagine what it looks like. At an international airport, there is no power running, no light. What a shame. What a shame. What a shame. It's unbelievable. Nigeria. After 64 years of independence, they still can't get it right. Corruption everywhere. It's unbelievable. This is very, very sad. Very sad. Very sad.
That is not old video, okay? And I like when people make videos and you reference the date, if possible, the time. Very, very important. That's why every time I lock in the date and the time, it's coming up to almost 3 a.m. in the morning, because the next generation that will watch my own video, they'll be so happy because I always reference the date and the time. Muki Entendara Lori Instagram, Grandma Felicia Jagbe Muki Ekabo. Shout out to those of you on all other platforms as well. Let's go further again. I'm still looking for one video and I'm not sure. I think it was on channels. If not, I'll just let it go. But definitely it was a video where Femi Gbajabiamila was throwing books to people in Surulere. So I'll just let it go so that we don't waste too much time on it. Since we can't find it here, channels. So let me just let that go. It's no point. Now, I'm going to close that. And I hope you're all still with me. Now, this is where it's going to get more interesting. PhD holder, master degree holder, people who don't study. Our tate can kokon. I can do for long pé àwa náà ti gbé nílùú òyìnbó, so a lè fi yẹn buga. At least ẹni tó gbé nílùú òyìnbó fún 2 decades tó bá tẹ lọ sí school tó kà díẹ̀. Larry sọ pé ẹ̀gbọ́n mi ní, I just always think how our people still following politicians for the level of our economy nowadays. It was a shame to us in Nigeria. Shame no dey catch these people. Mokiyawa Bola Ekalemami. Shame no dey catch them. And I understand some of you might know these individuals sometimes when we talk about them and you might feel uncomfortable. Please don't feel uncomfortable for criminals. Because what if I because I know some of you knows them either through one friend or the other. As far as I'm concerned, his record in America proved that to me. Not that everybody is perfect, but he doesn't have integrity. Now, let's talk about Farouk Perogi. good headline, in-depth analysis. What is the solution now? This one don't have solution than just to write. It gave some solution. Don't listen to IMF, don't listen to World Bank, okay. But Nigeria is no longer visibly working. Let's read the article by Farouk A. Perogi. And it goes like this. The slaring torment that everyday folks are going through in Nigeria right now is so dear, so unbearable, extreme, unexampled in its rawness that even diaspora Nigerians like me, who live tens of thousands of miles away from home, can feel it, not just viciously, but also experientially. Just make a break them down because this Oyibo too much. It's just saying to start with that wàhálà tó ń bẹ nínú Nàìjíríà àwa tá wà nílùú òyìnbó gan feel it. Not everybody in Nigeria will ask for help from the diaspora because they're doing very well as well. But they are doing very well is now becoming, they are not doing very well because economy is taking away the little that they have. So some of them, and look, not everybody within Nigeria go ask for your money. Àwọn kan sì máa ṣẹ́wó wa, and I'm not joking. Either na drug money, clean money, politician money, all kind of money goes in Nigeria. Spiritual money, ritualist money, 419 money, kill somebody, sleep with somebody's wife, do yahoo, whatever na money for there. Nigeria is a country where all the money goes. So it's just starting to say that those of us that are now looking after our people back home, we can feel it. I am 6,000 kilometers away from Nigeria, but I can tell you that every 10 calls that will come through, if I boil it down and bring it down, at least 3 of them need help. Maybe not urgent help, but the future help. Ẹ̀gbọ́n ṣé gbàgbé mi, mo mọ̀ pé busy, but ẹ má gbàgbé mi. And I remember playing one audio that was sent, and as my wife, they listen, my wife said, "Ṣó sọ fún wọn pé ìwọ náà máa sanwó ilé ṣá." Let's go further. The unending streams of requests for help to meet the most basic obligations of life. What are the basic obligations of life? You want to have a place to put your head. Inú ilé ni mo wà nísìn is a place. The first thing is shelter. Because tó o bá ní shelter, you are likely to be in danger. So shelter is very, very important. Kò ń ṣe pé àwọn èèyàn wọ̀ gbé nínú ilé kan ní Nàìjíríà, one place or the other, but ṣé inú ilé tó ń gbé ṣó wà conducive fún wọn? Is it the kind of house that human beings should be living in 21st century? Ṣé irú àwọn ilé tí Bàbá Jákàndé kọ́ làwọn èèyàn wá ń gbé nínú ẹ̀? Because ilé tí grandma tèmi tó achieve láti gbà nígbà tó máa kúrò ní Ìbàdàn tó wá gbé lÉkòó, it was a 2-bedroom apartment in Adeniji Adele, phase 2 precisely. Gbogbo bẹ̀yẹn ti di ràlẹ̀ràlẹ̀ nísìn. The standard yẹn ti lọ́lẹ̀, ó ti drop pátápátá. Kò sí standard mọ́. I lived with her for about 3 years before I traveled out of Nigeria. And I went back there after 15 years going home. Kódà, ìgbà tí mò ń gbé pẹ̀lú wọn ní 95, 96, 97, 98, I would prefer we go back to that era than the era tí mo bá nígbà tí mi lọ́lé after 15 years. Because kò tẹ̀ wá ní standard kankan mọ́. Everywhere ti choke. Èrò ti pọ̀ jù. Over 20 million people in Lagos State, kí ló dé? The resources ò sí. Àwọn ọmọ Yíbò ti kún bẹ́ẹ̀. Ìyẹn lẹ fẹ́ kọ́kọ́ gbọ́. Ìyẹn náà mo ṣe ń sọ. Àwọn ọmọ Yíbò ti bàkù síbẹ̀ wọ̀ lọ́bi kankan. nígbà tẹ́ ẹ̀ open port tiwọn a close the port tó yẹ kí ó máa deliver shipment tiwọn a close ẹ̀ a ṣí àpàpà nìkan ẹ wá ní kó lọ jókòó sílùú wọn no tó bá jẹ́ ìwọ náà kọ́ go and invest back in your village no ṣé Nàìjíríà develop village wọn tẹni kọ ṣe ara Kwara náà sí lẹ́kọ̀ọ́ ṣára Ondo sí lẹ́kọ̀ọ́ àṣàrà àwọn èèyàn tó ń pè mí Mr. Koiki àwa Yorùbá nation ni òun ni ìbọ̀lẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀sì Lagos mo wà but ọmọ Kwara ni mí as long as we remain Nigerians every Nigerians have the right to live anywhere ìtẹ̀yìn ọmọ nìyẹn but wàá mọ̀ yẹn nígbà tó bá délùú òyìnbó tó bá bí bàbá àti ìyá ẹ̀dá ìwọ sọ pé àwọn tẹjọ́ ń gbé bófin gbé pẹ̀lú wọn wá sọ fún ẹ pé níbo ni wọ́n ti wá ìwọ náà àjòjì nìyẹn you are a foreigner you are mumu don do so this hype tá a máa ń sọ pé àwọn ọmọ Ìgbò ti gbalẹ̀ wá o wọ́n ti wà pẹ̀lú wa yes tẹ bá fún wọn láyè wá ta bàbá ẹ̀ wá tà yẹ ẹ̀ àwọn ọmọ Ìgbò but what we are saying is that for us to control the immigration for us to control the narratives a lè sí nínú Nàìjíríà o the more tẹ bá wà nínú Nàìjíríà the more you should prepare for people like them to come and stay and live with us ìyẹn lọ bẹ́ẹ̀ tí bá tẹ̀ mọ̀ pé àwọn yẹn lájẹ̀ndà wọ́n fi gbalẹ̀ mọ́ wa lọ́wọ́ but àwọn tí Tinubu fẹ́ gbélẹ̀ fún nísìn nǹkan kílẹ̀ yìí máa ṣe sí yẹn tí gbọ́ do you know that Tinubu àtàwọn Lebanese pàdípàdé ni wọ́n concerned about àwọn ọmọ Igbo that are Nigerians tí Nàìjíríà jẹ́ gbogbo imac wa because they are Nigerians we are still a country called Nigeria àfẹn tó bá ní nationality mi tó ti rà ní 150,000 àtàwọn tá ti struggle tá ti wá gbà after 15 years àti ìwọ tó ṣẹ̀fẹ̀ gbà tiẹ̀ àtẹni tó máa gbà tiẹ̀ lọ́la àtẹni tó ń retí tiẹ̀ tó dẹ̀ máa dé wá báyìí torí ẹlòmíín retí tiẹ̀ báyìí ó dẹ̀ máa wọlé wá báyìí láìpẹ́ fáwọn àtàwà níta ni o ìwọ náà tó ṣe ń bọ̀ máa bọ̀ japa jájọ máa gbé níbí but as long as we remain that entity called Nigeria every Nigerians have the right to do whatever they want to do in your state. It is now entirely up to your state governor and your House of Rep to design a bill, a law to stop the Igbos from buying property that belongs to the indigenous people. If not, wàá ra gbogbo lẹ̀ mọ́ yín lọ́wọ́. Àwọn ní owó drugs, wọ́n lówó this, wọ́n lówó that. But what about those that are now coming in? Tó ń pè ní Fúlàní terrorists. Nínú Koiki wọ̀ tí dẹ́ko ọlọ́ọ̀ni jẹ́ kó dẹ́ko ọlá láìláìlàlá ọlá ànábì Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam wèrè mo ní Lagos is imminent to an attack tí Sanwó-Olú ò bá ṣe enough security láti stop ẹ̀ ìyẹn lọ bẹ́ẹ̀ we now have foreigners àwọn yẹn ti wá rí Lagos as their base àwọn lẹ máa rí tó máa bó kàkà ọmọ Lagos state wọ̀ bí dá kó yàgbẹ́ sí ojú títì àwọn àjòjì ló ń yàgbẹ́ yẹn torí pé wọ́n mọ̀ pé indigenous people kò gbọ́dọ̀ ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ we now tẹ́ bá nírọ̀ ni mò ń pa nígbà tí ilé tó wó ní Nàìjíríà àwọn wo lọ́nà gbà sínú ilé yẹn tó ń ṣiṣẹ́ nínú ilé yẹn kí lorúkọ bọ̀bọ́ yẹn tóun náà kú kọ́lọ́n fọ́run kẹ́ ẹ̀bẹ̀ rántí ilé tán ní kó má kọ́ tó àdì blọọkì mọ́ ìlú wèrè ó gbé plan lọ sí council ó náà máa kọ́ 15 story building wọ́n ti wá ń kọ́ lọ bí àwọn kan wá fún lówó díẹ̀ sí ni o bí a wá wò pé ó yẹ kí n tún lè àdì 5 mọ́ náà ó wá àdì 5 mọ́ ó wá gbélé lórí olórúkọ tó ń jẹ́ orúkọ ẹni mo need mo mọ̀ pé kò yé ni but olórúkọ kan tí màá náà ń jẹ́ ẹ bá ń fi sínú comment section àìtí parí èyí tí mò ń ka yìí mo kàn ń try láti ṣe more analysis lé lórí àní Nàìjíríà is a fraudulent country ìlú òfò ni Fẹ́mi kìíní kan ló ń jẹ́ ṣé Fẹ́mi Osborn àgbín kankan wọ́n sọ pé mi máa ń ṣe visa UK ni ebi mo wà ní máa ń sọ pé mo ń ṣe visa UK ẹ má yẹ kí yàn kan máa lọ fraud yìí tẹ́lẹ̀ fẹ́ visa UK má lọ wá visa UK yìí sí ibi tẹ́ ti máa wà má jẹ́ káwọn boy kan contact yín ẹ jẹ́ tán nìyẹn ó dà pé Fẹ́mi husband àbí kankan ló ń jẹ ó tún wá gbé ilé another 5-story building ṣé mọ̀ pé nígbà tí ilé yẹn dà wò òṣìbọnà bẹ́ẹ̀ ni yes we realize that àwọn tó ń bá ṣiṣẹ́ nínú ilé yẹn they are not Nigerians they are foreigners torí kò fi san tax. Kò san tax now because those people now died lomi family arọ́pò ṣì wà lẹ́kọ̀ọ́ ń ṣiṣẹ́ wọn ni mọ̀ kò ti kú sábẹ́lé because they don't have any record. Èmi àti olóyè débì kan àwọn tá a bá níbẹ̀ they are not àwọn èèyàn tẹ̀ ń ṣe Nigerians wọ́n dẹ̀ ní document tó sọ pé wọ́n gbọ́dọ̀ máa wá kùsà kò ń ṣe ibì kan kò ń ṣe ẹyọ kan kò ń ṣe ibi méjì. ìbáwa la fẹ́ gbé ní city àwa la fẹ́ lọ gbé ní city àwọn yẹn gbé níbi tí resources wà ibẹ̀ ló ń sùn tó ń jí tó ń yàgbẹ́ tó ń jẹun tó ń mu tílẹ̀ bá mọ́ wá ṣiṣẹ́ wá wá kó sínú truck wá drive ẹ̀ lọ tó bá dalẹ̀ wá sùn but èmi àti yín wá ń struggle láàrin Èkó àwọn wà nínú resources area wa jèbí ẹ lọ gbọ́ bàbá wa Oríyọmí Hamzat táwọn aráalé àwọn àdúgbò kan ní àwọn kan ń gbọ́ jẹnẹrétọ̀ tó ń dún gbìgbìgbìgbì gbàgbàgbàgbà ìgbà táwọn débẹ̀ wọ́n gbálẹ̀kùn títí wọ̀ dá wọn lọ àfìgbà tọ́lọ́pàá dé kí lọ́nà ṣe ń bẹ̀ illegal mining. And we have educated Yoruba people èyí tí ẹ ká máa fún lépè ẹ wá ń sọ fáwọn apá àmọ́ tá à ń sọ àbí èyí kò tẹ́ sọ ni program yìí ò ní ju how many hours ni mo ti ṣe àti ṣe over 2 hours. My wrap it up under 3:30. So I'm going to move swiftly now. We can never finish it in one day. Ìyẹn ló ṣe ń pè ní lecture. Tó bá fẹ́ lọ ṣe nursing course, wàá lò tó bí Sister Ifágbémilékè tí wọ́n bá fẹ́ lọ ṣe nursing course nílùú after how many years? Mr. Koiki ó yẹ ká ti gba Yorùbá nation wèrè. Ṣé ẹ mọ̀ pé 63 years ló fi lọ́ọ̀kì wa papọ̀ ká tó tú gbogbo òkú tó fi lọ́ọ̀kẹ̀ nítorí àdẹ̀fẹ́jà torí ọmọlúàbí ni wá àwọn ń jà kò sógun kò ní sí ìjà kò ní sógun láṣẹ Èdùmàrè ẹ sàmì lé lórí àmì tó dénúlé ẹlòmíì dẹ̀ máa retake exam mo rántí ọ̀rẹ́ mi kan àṣé tíyàn bá tẹ̀ fail nígbà yẹn kò mean anything ìlú òfò bíyàn bá fail tó bá fẹ́ repeat class ẹlòmíì máa ń commit suicide kò ní padà wá sí school yẹn mọ́ ó rán ọ̀rẹ́ mi kan tó repeat class àánú wa wá ń ṣe àṣé kò jẹ́ kó rí bẹ́ẹ̀ because kò mean anything but nítorí pé stigma oríṣiríṣi ó wà nínú ìlú òfò yẹn ta ló repeat class kò sẹ́ni tó máa sọ pé òun repeat class but nílùú yìí tó bá sọ pé kò repeat class inú ẹ̀ máa dùn ni because that means pé wàá lè ní understanding kan tó ní kò ṣe and that's why there's so many fraud in different level of the government from the top to the bottom ìlú òfò ìlú tá a máa ẹ má yẹ kí n tó lọ síbẹ̀ lálẹ́ kò ní síjà àṣẹdùmarè èmi rè ṣàmìyàn dénúlé let's go further. The lower classes ẹ gbọ́ bíbá ta ni lower classes èmi àti ẹ náà ní àwọn ò rí owó petrol dollar nísìn àrówó petrol dollar mo kíyà tó bí mi lọ́mọ mo kíyàwó mi mo kí àwọn ọmọ mo kí àwọn ọmọ tó ń bọ̀ àtàwọn tó wà nílẹ̀ àwa lọ́mọ púpọ̀ àwọ̀ jẹ́ owó petrol dollar so àwa ni lower classes àwa lájọ ń búra wa lórí social media òrórí ẹ̀ bó ṣe rí ṣé ọ̀lẹ́ ẹ̀kọ́ máa sọ fún wa pé a máa pín Nàìjíríà wèrè òórí owó dọ́là petrol dollar ò mọbi tó wà èmi àti ọmọbi tó wà kọ́ ń gbọ́ sétí ni bí àkínká fún ẹ lọ́wọ́ jẹ́ ń sáré kà fún ẹ farabalẹ̀ 2021 Buhari àti Ọ̀ṣínbàjò ló wà ń bẹ àwọn olùṣe olórí burúkú Tinubu ń wọ́wọ́ nísìn kò mọbi tó kówó sí ní 2021 according to the historical data eye epo ta tà lélẹ̀ o lè kọ sílẹ̀ India àtẹ̀pọ̀ $8.1 billion fún wọn Spain àtẹ̀pọ̀ $2.1 billion France àtẹ̀pọ̀ $2.55 billion. Netherlands àtẹ̀pọ̀ $2.11 billion. Germany àtẹ̀pọ̀ $1.13 billion. Portugal àtẹ̀pọ̀ $1.05 billion. Indonesia àtẹ̀pọ̀ $1.93 billion. Italy àtẹ̀pọ̀ $1.74 billion. Poland àtẹ̀pọ̀ $887 million. Singapore àtẹ̀pọ̀ $724 million. Thailand àtẹ̀pọ̀ $669 million. China àtẹ̀pọ̀ $1.02 billion. Canada àtẹ̀pọ̀ $1.4 billion. Ó ń wò mí èmi náà ń wò ẹ́ àjọ ń wòra wa náà ni. UK ìlú tí mo wà àtẹ̀pọ̀ fún wọn crude oil ni mò ń sọ $1.19 billion. Switzerland àwọn èèyàn ò ní pápá ibẹ̀ ni wọ́n kó gbogbo owó sí àtẹ̀pọ̀ $407 million. Turkey níbi tí jìnlẹ̀ wà tó ń parọ́ fún rẹ̀ bóun ti gba country àtẹ̀pọ̀ $518 million. America ìlú àgbà ìlú tó yẹ pé tó bá fẹ́ gba visa nísìn oṣù mẹ́sàn-án ò tí ra appointment ó mọ̀ ni àtẹ̀pọ̀ $2.84 billion. Cote d'Ivoire ẹlẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́ wa nísàlẹ̀ African country àwọn náà rẹpo lọ́wọ́ wa epo $1.28 billion. Crude oil ní o èyí tó wà tí refine tí wọn kẹta bá refine ẹ̀ tán òun ni mo fi ń ṣe lé Vaseline crude oil ní ó tẹ̀ tí wọ́n ti gbórí sókè nísìn bí £1 ni mò ń rà ó rí bó ṣe ń wò mí ó rèwó epo dọ́là wèrè èmi ló wá ń bájà lórí social media gbọ́ yìí tó kù kó farabalẹ̀ kó má la hypertension ìrò ègùà àwọn ìlú mi gan ọmọ ibi tó tà sí a kàn ń gbọ́rúkọ a kàn ń gbọ́ fígọ̀ à ń gbọ́rúkọ à ń gbọ́ fígọ̀ ń máa lè èmi ló wá ń bú lórí social media bomb bastard nìyẹn bomb bastard làwọn tó bí ẹ idiot all over the place. Peru àtẹ̀pọ̀ $264 million. Chile àtẹ̀pọ̀ orí bó ṣe ń wò mí ṣe o fẹ́ nà mí ni inú ti ń bí yín fọ́ fóònù ẹ̀ mọ́lẹ̀ tv ẹ̀ ju nǹkan lù ìwà àtìyàwó ẹ̀ nulẹ̀ kẹ́ máa bára yín jà ó lòṣì ẹ wà labroad ẹ̀yin ń gbádùn ayé à ń sọ pé ká kúrò Nàìjíríà ẹni kò ṣọ́tọ̀ kò mọ tó ń sọ ogun máa wọlé pa gbogbo yín níjọ́ kan ni bomb bastard ìwọ tó rówó petrol dollar ọjọ́ máa fi etí kọ torí etí lèmi náà fi ń gbọ́ 2021 lélẹ́yìí o Buhari àti olórí burúkú Ọ̀ṣínbàjò ló wà níbẹ̀ tán ní kọ́lọ́pọ̀ lóye Ìgbòho owó yẹn ní sàmọ́bí tó wà Malami okòwò lọ Adi Saraki ìyẹn náà ra pléènì fún wa okòwò lọ wọ́n pe bọ̀bọ̀ kan ní wọ́n ní Glo sim card àti recharge card ló ń tà ní Kánò olórí burúkú kìíní kan Sàbíù lọ́bẹ̀rẹ̀ owó tó wà lọ́wọ́ wọ́n ní gbogbo ilé ló kówó sí òun kò sínú báńkì àwa wá ń bára wa jà èyí tó yẹ ká sowọ́ papọ̀ ká fà wálẹ̀ ká kọ́kọ́ já bíríìjì ká já gbogbo ẹ̀ Koiki we must love Nigeria olóṣì wàá gbọ́ yìí tó kù kó má la hypertension Australia àtẹ̀pọ̀ $69 million fún wọn ó ti fẹ́ Togo tó bá gbé Nigerian passport débẹ̀ wọ́n á yìnbọn fún ẹ wọ́n rẹ̀ pọ̀ lọ́wọ́ wa so next time tó bá ti lọ sí Togo sọ fún wọn pé Koiki ni I have the right to be here ẹ ṣáà rẹ̀ pọ̀ lọ́wọ́ wa ní tẹ́pọ̀ fún ẹ mọ́ ṣé ìwọ ọmọ ibi tó ń kówó sí wèrè Togo $430 million Senegal èrè bó ṣe ń wò mí Africa náà rẹ̀ pọ̀ lọ́wọ́ wa àkọ́mọ́ ibi tó kówó sí ni wọ́n rẹ̀ pọ̀ $460 million Ghana àwọn yẹn tẹ̀tí lé wa dá àwa la ní kọ́ máa lọ ń jọ ní Ghana must go àṣírí tán match ń bọ̀ nísìnyí ní Ghana wọ́n lé anybody dànù ni àwọn náà rẹ̀ pọ̀ lọ́wọ́ $103 million Czech $11.8 million Sweden $427 million Gibraltar $430 million Denmark $231 million Belgium gbogbo kòkó àwọn yẹn tún máa ń ra kòkó lọ́wọ́ wa ọmọ sweetie chocolate gbogbo àwọn oko bàbá ẹ̀ nísìn gbogbo oko tí bàbá ẹ̀ ṣe Fúlàní tí wàá nubẹ̀ ìwọ tí wà lẹ́kọ̀ọ́ tẹ̀ kíá ọmọ àlè ó ní èbí mi ò lọ́lé mọ́ èmi ò lọ lù so àwọn tó wà nílùú wọn ṣèyàn wicked people we are àwọn ará Èkó ń sọ pé tèbí ìlú ló ti ń pa wọ́n àwọn ọmọ àlè wọ́n ń bọ̀ ẹ má sọ fún Sanwó-Olú kó beef of security èmi náà ní family níbẹ̀ tó bá ti ṣẹlẹ̀ ó ṣẹlẹ̀ ni àjọ máa report ẹ̀ ni. Grandma ti wọlé báyìí, grandma bá dẹ̀ ti wọlé báyìí, mo fẹ́ tó sọ̀rọ̀ tó ṣe kinní wọn. Ìyá mi comfort ológun jà, wọ́n ní Koiki máa ṣe díẹ̀díẹ̀, ìwọ ṣáà máa educate wa. Àti ń débẹ̀ ó kù díẹ̀ ni. Ẹ káàbọ̀ sórí ètò wa. Àtẹ̀pó fún Greece $80.9 million, Brunei $98.6 million, Malaysia àwọn èèyàn tẹ̀ rẹ́po lọ́wọ́ wa nìkan, a gbé epo pupa àwa la fún wọn ní síìdì. Àwọn ní number 2 lẹ́yìn Indonesia, the largest palm oil producer in the world. Ṣé o mọ̀ pé gbogbo tí mò ń sọ yìí, fígọ̀ tó ń gbọ́ yẹn, dọ́là ni kò ń ṣe náírà, dọ́là. Ìyẹn ló ṣe ń pè ní petrodollar money. Ibo ló wà? Ibo lówó wà? Tinubu ń béèrè nísìnyí pé ibo lẹ kó gbogbo owó yìí sí? Buhari ní if you come for me, I will go to Niger. Tinubu ya gbọ́n, ó lọ́ọ̀kì Niger pa. Àjọ máa gbé nínú bíbá ẹni. Ọmọ olódò ọdẹ Tinubu. Where is all the money? Àwa ara àwọn intellectual bíi Khashoggi àbí Pàrógì àbí kí ló pe rẹ̀, a máa kọ́ àtìkù rẹpẹtẹ. Ó ní the lower, mo ti kà tán, ó sì kú bí ìlú mẹ́ta. South Korea 1982, bàbá tó ń sọ fún wa pé ká kúrò ní Nàìjíríà kò ń ṣe dáàdì tiẹ̀ o. Ṣòro pé dáàdì tiẹ̀ ni mò ń sọ ni. Ṣèbí dáàdì tiẹ̀ Nàìjíríà, wọ́n Nàìjíríà ló ń ṣe. Bàbá Akíntóyè 89. How old ni dáàdì tiẹ̀ kan tó kú? Wọ́n ṣì wà láyé. Ṣé wọ́n san pension fún wọn? Wọ́n san pension. Èèpẹ̀lẹ́. Wọ́n máa san lọ́la. Jagaban ti débẹ̀. Ó máa clear gbogbo desk tí Buhari àti àṣẹ bájọ orí nǹkan kan tó fi ṣe. He's a genius. He can do this. He can do that. Ó ti kúrò nísìn after 8 years. Olúkálùkù ti jẹ tiẹ̀, kàríkà shop. Àmàlàgbé. It's the leader problem o. It's a leader problem o. Leader problem. Vote fún Ṣòwòrẹ́, èèyàn máa lè. Leader problem. Ṣèbí òun lọ́tún tún ń dúpẹ́ fún Gbàjàbíàmọ́lé ní àwọn ọmọ Sùúrùlérè. Tó bá bí kanu yín dákẹ́ sọ fún mi pé nǹkan kan ṣẹlẹ̀ ní Sùúrùlérè ká bá yín announce ìpìlẹ̀ máa gbà lẹ́nu mi. Ẹ jẹ́ kí nǹkan kan ṣẹlẹ̀ ní Sùúrùlérè. Kẹwàá náà lọ sọ fún Koiki kó bá yín announce lórí social media. Ìpìlẹ̀ máa gbà. Chinese Taipei wọ́n rẹ̀ pé $180 million. Israel àwọn yẹn ti pààyàn tán ní gbogbo Palestine. Òkú ti sùn lọ báyìí. Over 30,000 people ti kú. United Arab Emirates, Tinubu lọ síbẹ̀. Ó náà ti discuss pẹ̀lú wọn. Wọ́n máa fẹ́ everybody ní work permit. Ó ti ń lọ pé 7 months nísìn. Àwọn Abdullahi gbogbo wọn wà ń bẹ̀ nísìn wọ̀ ríṣẹ́ ṣe. Wọ́n sọ Dubai ni mo mọ̀ pé wọ́n ní táwọn èèyàn bá ń jáde láàárọ̀ máa ń wọ suit. Kọ́lọ́pàá má bàa dá wọn dúró. Ní Dubai. Wọn ò níṣẹ́. So àwọn Nàìjíríà tó kàn wọlé lẹ́yìn kọ̀ọ̀kan méjì kan sáré bá wọn lọ gbé báàgì gbé. Ọmọ Yorùbá àwa ń ṣerú níta. Ní kú rẹ̀ wẹ̀yìn politician yẹn. Bàbá Akíntóyè wá rí gbogbo eléyìí. Ṣùgbọ́n àmọ́ gbogbo èyí tó wò yìí jẹ́. Ẹ mọ̀ pé mo tẹ̀ kọ́ fígù ẹ̀ sí. Ẹ jẹ́ ń lọ kọ́ fígù ẹ̀ sí. ń bọ̀. Ẹ̀yà lọ́wọ́ á dẹ̀ èyí tó bọ́ sí in figure. This data, historic data yìí, kò ń ṣe pé pépà o. Gbogbo tí mo kà lésìn, owó ni o cash money. Ibo lowó yẹn wà? Tábàtẹ̀ jẹ gbèsè tá a san díẹ̀ ń bẹ, ìyí tó kù ibo ló wà? Wọ́n pin mọ́ra wọn lọ́wọ́ ni. For 8 years, cash money. So gbogbo owó yẹn bọ́ sí according to the data under. The historic data of 2021. Òun lè lé àwọn tó wà lórí KOIKIMEDIA lè rí nǹkan tí mò ń show yìí nísìn. Because orí software ni mo ti ń show ẹ̀. Ó ti tójọ́ mẹ́ta. Ẹ ti miss àwọn kan báyìí. Èmi náà ti miss ẹ̀. Gbogbo ẹ̀ wá bọ́ sí ìṣirò $41.8 billion. In 2021, the total sales of the crude oil was to the value of 41.8 billion. Níbo lowó yẹn wà? Where is the money? Níbo lẹ kówó yìí sí? Níbo lowó yìí wà náà? Àárín kankan sí sí. Ẹja padà sọ́dọ̀ átíkù tá ń kà lọ. The lower classes. Our lower classes tá a mọ̀ bí tó wó wà. À ń bára wa jà gídígbò lórí social media, à ń búra wa, à ń tẹ̀síra wa lójú. Èyí tó yẹ ká kọwọ́ papọ̀, ká lé wọn lọ. Ìta bá lè jòkó fún wọn, ká fòkò lé torí à níbọn. A lè mú òkò, a kọ òkò tó dá. Àwa bí 5 million tá a bá bọ́ sójú títì ní Lagos State. I shut everything down. I ground gbogbo Lagos State. Ìyá kúkú ń jẹ wá sọ kí ni àwa ti ìbíyàn kan ló ti wá lórí láìrọ nísìn. Ó ní Mr. Koiki fún mi lówó, owó kọ̀ wo ni ẹ lọ bá politician. Ó ti sá lọ nísìn, a tún lọ sọ́nà other platform. Torí pé ìlú ibi tó bá ti ń ṣe free gift, free biz náà wá. $41 billion was the sales of the crude oil. Oh, gbọ́ rí tẹ́lẹ̀ àbí? Ẹ̀wọ̀n ló ń gbọ́ nísìn. That was how much sales we made. Over 41 billion US dollars. Renew shege. Ẹ̀jẹ̀ shege ya. Ẹni tá bá lè support nílé ni. The lower classes are sinking deeper. Hey! Ṣẹ́ra wa tá wà níta. Mindset wa the same thing ni. Ó kò jẹ́ pé àwọn kan ṣì ń sọ pé yẹn APC ní Jagaba, mo ní no problem. Sister mi, pàdé mi kan pè mí. Ó ti pè fóònù mi, ó tún pè kejì. Wọ́n á pè wọ́n padà. Wọ́n ní Mr. Koiki. Ẹ̀wọ̀n àwọn tó bá lè mọ̀yàn dáadáa. Wọ́n ní Mr. Koiki. Ìyàwó mi nì. Ó bá lọ dárúkọ yín pé Mr. Koiki pé ọmọ à ń gbọ́ Yorùbá nation. Ẹ ń gbọ́ Yorùbá nation kẹ̀. Ó dà pé ìyàwó yẹn ṣẹ̀dé láti Nàìjíríà ni. Wọ́n á fi prove pé Koiki yan tòun láyé alálùmọ́lẹ̀ ká tó bẹ̀rẹ̀ Yorùbá nation. Àwọn tájọ́ ń wọ̀ gbòòrò kiri. Ó ṣe pè mí ní èmi àgbékọ̀ bí ṣe wá pè padà bá inú ẹ̀dùn gan. Bí ṣe pé sórí fídíò kọ̀ ni wọ́n á kí sísítà yẹn. Ṣáàkì mi dáadáa. Ṣé àṣọ iná sọ̀rọ̀ briefly. Pé mo kí gbogbo ẹ̀yin tèmi gangan láyé alálùmọ́lẹ̀. Mo ní Nàìjíríà nígbà tèmi máa sọ̀rọ̀ lọ́sàn-án. Èmi ò tíì ra átíkù yìí. Mo ṣẹ̀rí lálẹ́ nígbà tí mo jí ni. Mo kà délẹ̀. Mo ní Nàìjíríà Titanic tó ti sink ni. So ọ̀nà wo ni gbogbo òyìnbó tí Gbajabiamile àti Tinubu ọ̀nà wo ló fi ṣe tó fi pull it out? Kí ló fi lò tó fi pull it out? Owó tiwa tó wà èmi ò kúkú lówó tó pọ̀ nínú àkáǹtì mi nílé. Gbogbo owó tó wà ń bẹ̀ kò tó $200. Kọ́sà bẹ́mi tẹ convert sí náírà kí n rówó send kí n rówó lò. Ṣẹ̀rẹ̀ yìí tẹ ní $10,000, $20,000 lákáǹtì yín, domiciliary àkáǹtì yín. Wọ́n wọ owó yẹn tán délé ó kù díẹ̀ ni. Ẹ má tètè wá bẹ ṣe máa move owó yín. Mr. Koiki, a lè ṣe rúgbà o. Ṣé owó Yorùbá nation nìyẹn? Ṣé bàbá Akíntóyè ti approve ẹ̀? Ṣé ẹlòmíì nínú yín ọlọ́run máa kéèyàn lápàtẹ́ńṣọ̀n. Ṣẹ̀rẹ̀ yìí tẹ kówó sínú Nàìjíríà account tó tún jẹ́ bí dọ́là. Ẹ wá bẹ ṣe máa tètè move ẹ o. Torí pé Máyégún ti ní Cardi B ní Kàdóso. Ẹ̀yàn pé Máyégún oríṣiríṣi orúkọ ló máa ń fún wọn. Ó ní Cardi B. Cardi B. Àbúrò mi ẹ̀gbọ́n mi dáadáa. Wọ́n máa tọwọ́ bọ owó yín o. Èmi ò kúkú lówó níbẹ̀. $200 every time tí bá ń wo $200. Mo ti fẹ́ move ẹ̀ but paperwork tán ní kí n ṣáà send kò yé mi. So mo fi sílẹ̀ ń bẹ̀. But ẹ̀yin tẹ níbi $5,000, $10,000. Ẹ jí láàárọ̀ ọjọ́ kan náírà lẹ máa bá nínú àkáǹtì yẹn. Ọlọ́mọ yẹn kẹ́lò mi ní high blood pressure. Ìlú òfò. Gbogbo owó dọ́là tó yẹ kó lò gangan. Wọ́n ti pè mọ́ra wọn lọ́wọ́. Wọ́n ti pè mọ́ra wọn lọ́wọ́. Ó wá ní ká padà sórí átíkù yẹn torí time. Torí ọjọ́ náà pẹ́ lè fẹ́ ká parí ètò yìí ní aago 3 gan ti fẹ́ lò. Aago 3 àbọ̀. But lórí clock mi ní bíbáyìí mo ṣe ní 20 minutes. Àwọn sọ fún yín pé òyìnbó ló ń control economy bí bàbá mi Olúṣẹ́gun Adéláyè ṣe sọ. Ẹni Koiki báwo ni wọ́n ṣe mọ̀ yẹn? No. Mo fi kẹlẹ̀bẹ̀ sójú ni. Mo gbowó dọ́là tá ń pa. UK mọbi tó wò yẹn kọjá lọ nítorí pé àwọn gangan ni engineer tó wà behind bí a ṣe ń gba owó yẹn. ìyẹn ló ṣe máa ń lè trace owó yẹn lọ síbi tó yẹ kó lọ àti ibi tí kò yẹ kó lọ. Petrodollar ló ń pè. Èmi àti ẹni sìn akàn struggle kọ́lọ́run jẹ́ kọ́lọ́run fọwọ́ wa sókè. Nàìjíríà yẹ kó máa sanwó fún wa as a diaspora níta ni, kó máa fún wa ní benefit. Kò fún wa ní benefit kankan, àwa la tún wá ń fẹ̀yìn ní benefit. Torí owó tá à ń send sí yín sílé benefit ni. Ẹ̀ tí wá fẹ́ lómi ní 10,000 á tún ní kò tó. Orí ò pé èlò ní owó iṣẹ́ tó ń ṣe ní every month. Wọ́n ti san salary fún yín náà. Idiot all over the place. Ẹ jẹ́ àkàntàfíkà ká tó máa lọ́lé. The lower class. Ṣé YouTube yẹn èmi gan náà pé mo like ẹ̀. Ẹ tó bá mi comment lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí. Ṣé ó torí KOIKIMEDIA ni mò ń sọ. Ṣó clear. Ibẹ̀ ni mo ti ń ṣe gbogbo tí mò ń ṣe lálẹ́ nísìnyí. Ṣó clear. Ṣó TV mi gan wò pa. Náà pé settings yẹn wà okay. So a lè máa lo laptop yìí nìyẹn. Ṣó clear dáadáa. Lórí KOIKIMEDIA ni o, not orí, because ẹni tẹ́ wà lórí the other one phone mo fi ń stream. Ó clear pa. Okay, so màá adjust ti bíbá iná. Ọlákúnlé ní it is clear. Mo ti rí comment ẹ̀. Okay, very good. So mo ní touch ẹ̀. So màá ra fi settings yẹn sílẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀. Because àti rojú tu alien wẹ̀ mi. Mo kí gbogbo ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ń bá wa follow ètò yẹn. Great Yoruba Nation. Mo kí bàbá mi Ọmọ́tọ́lá. Mo like ìfìlà tẹ́ dé yìí o. Àwọn fìlà bíi cowboy. Ta ló kọ in tí mò ń kà in case, and I won't interrupt anymore. I will read it through as much as possible quickly. Wọ́n pe bọ̀bọ̀ náà ní Farouk Perogi. Gbogbo àwọn ilé wọn máa ń submit nǹkan fún Sahara Reporter ni. So let's read further quickly. The lower classes are sinking deeper into so depressing depth of poverty, despair, and hopelessness, and the middle class is so hobbled by economic crunch that it is disappearing faster than the soap bubbles. The lower and the middle classes are now united by a common sensation of emptiness, agony, and anxiety for the future. Every day is worse, less hopeful, more precarious than the previous day for most Nigerians. So n tó ń sọ ni pé o rò pé ní worst jẹ́ kó dọ̀la wà á rí ẹ pé ó tún worst ju bóyá ju tàná lọ. Ìyẹn làwọn kan ṣe ti ń dúpẹ́ fún Buhari pé ó dà pé ibi fóònù ìmúdẹ̀. Bọ̀bọ̀ kan ṣe fídíò ó ní òkè inú bíbá náà ló wà. Mo ń bọ̀ bí a mo save ẹ̀ sí bíbá. Ó ní Buhari ti gbé lọ́ọ̀vù lọ. Mo kí yín ìjọba ìtàló. Ó dà pé mò ń gbọ́ rí. Ó dà pé fídíò yẹn láti wà ní bíbá. Ó ní President Muhammadu Buhari ó ti gbé lọ́ọ̀vù lọ. Mo ní mo ń bọ̀. Ìyàwó mi kò tí ì sùn wọ́ra bó ṣe bí voice mi ti jí. Send kankan sí mi nísìn. Ti gba kámú pẹ̀lú ọkọ̀ tó gbé sílé. Mo ń bọ̀ o. Ṣé bí ṣá ó dà pé orí fóònù yìí ló wà. Ǹdẹ̀ mọ̀ bí ó wà lórí Instagram mi. Ó ní Buhari ti gbé lọ́ọ̀fù lọ. Mo ò gbọ́rú ẹ̀rí láyé mi. Ẹ jẹ́ n lọ sórí Twitter mi. Ó ní President Muhammadu Buhari ti gbé lọ́ọ̀fù lọ. You can see the madness in the country. Ẹ má bínú. Mo kàn fẹ́ ká kọ̀ gbọ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn. Mo kí gbogbo ẹ̀yin tí ẹ̀ ń ṣe ọjọ́ ìbí àtẹ̀yin tẹ́ máa ṣe. Wàsíù náà ti kọrin. Excuse me. Barika. Ó ní Buhari ti gbé lọ́ọ̀fù lọ. Mo ń bọ̀. Fi lọ wá fídíò yẹn fún wa ni. Frustration. Bàbá yẹn sọ̀rọ̀ nípa pure water. Pé kí ló dé? Pé ò lélẹ̀ ẹja jọgbọ́. Ní sùúrù àlàyé wọn ní sùúrù. Gbogbo iná kúkú fẹ́ trend ni. Ìyàwó mi ní pé everybody ló ń ṣe content creator.
Pure water ń sìn ó ti di méjì, báàgì méjì, 500 kí ló tún ṣẹlẹ̀ èwo ló tún ṣẹlẹ̀ báyìí kí ló tún kọ pure water omi tá fi ń dáná.
mo like bí bàbá yẹn ṣe bẹ̀rẹ̀ kí ló tún ṣẹlẹ̀ wèrè ṣé wọ́n mọ̀ pé mẹ́wàá ti ṣẹlẹ̀ tẹ́lẹ̀ ni ṣé ẹ lómi tẹ́lẹ̀ ni ẹ lómi náà ṣe gbọ́ nǹkan tó sọ ó dà pé ṣe rí tá a bá ń gbọ́ àwọn fídíò yìí ká tún máa lọ máa tún gbọ́n díẹ̀díẹ̀ ìjọba ìta ló mú kí ó ní kí ló tún ṣẹlẹ̀ ọwọ́ ta ló ti ń béèrè yẹn òkè ń béèrè lọ́wọ́ Gbajabiamila Gbajabiamole ó ń béèrè lọ́wọ́ Jagaban ó ń béèrè lọ́wọ́ èmi KOIKIMEDIA nígbà tẹ́ ẹ̀ ń fi pure water ẹ̀ fi ń dáná ó dà pé àgbọ̀n kan tó sọ ń bẹ̀ yẹn o a kàn ń gbọ́ ohun tó ń gbé síta bọ̀ ẹja àti farabalẹ̀ gbọ́n ó ní pure water tá a fi ń dáná ṣó jẹ́ kí wọ́n máa fi pure water dáná ẹ̀ wá ń ra báàgì pure water so tẹ́ bá wá fi dáná yẹn kò yé mi ṣe máa tú lẹ́yọ kọ̀ọ̀kan ẹ ṣe ẹtù ẹ ṣe ṣe rí i pé we are all mad people in that country ó yá gbóhùn sókè ó tẹ kọlà ó kọlà brọ́dà mi kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀ àwọn náà àfẹ́ mọ tó ṣẹlẹ̀ lálẹ́ ó yá gbóhùn sókè.
omi tá fi ń dáná kí ló dé pé gbogbo nǹkan báyìí ìnira ti pọ̀ jù ìnira pọ̀ jù Lagos State yìí kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀.
àwọn ọmọ Ìgbò ló fà o àwọn ọmọ Ìgbò ló fa ìnira yẹn o àwọn ọmọ Ìgbò ni àwọn ọmọ Ìgbò ni àwọn ọmọ ìdíkà ikọ̀ ìdíkòókò ìyá gbóhùn sókè.
ẹ̀ta pure water láti inú mọ́tò méjì 500 méjì báàgì méjì 500 láti inú mọ́tò àwọn tó máa tuta kọ́lé ló máa tà.
kí ni kàn wọ́n pẹ̀lú ẹ̀wọ̀n tó fẹ́ tuta ra tọ̀dọ̀ tiẹ̀ kó yé máa complain láti inú mọ́tò méjì 500 ó jẹ́ 250 ṣé ọ̀dọ̀ tiẹ̀ 250 àwọn kan ti send message mi pé Koiki má dá láyé yẹn lóhùn 300 lèmi rà lọ́dọ̀ mi ò mo náà ṣeré jàre àwọn kan tẹ̀ ní 350 làwọn rà òun sì ń ra ní 250 ló ń complain take your time o àlàyé take your time yàgbọ́ ìtókù.
kí ló pé ìnira á pọ̀ jù ní Nàìjíríà ìnira ti pọ̀ jù.
Khashoggi sọ nísìn àbí Farouk ẹ̀gbọ́n kan tó sọ kí n padà sẹ́yìn kí ló sọ ó ní the lower classes àwa mẹ̀kúnnù ló ń pè bẹ́ẹ̀ the lower classes we are sinking deeper kàkà ká máa lọ sókè and sink ni but àwọn kan ní Koiki má wọrí Jagaba àwọn àbẹ̀ wíwẹ́ máa ìwọ́gàn wàhálẹ̀ ti pọ̀ jù lọ́sùn jàre kó yé òníyàwó nulẹ̀ mi mo ní mò ń ní bọ̀dé lè ń bẹ̀rẹ̀ pé kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀ ọwọ́ ta ló ti wá ń bẹ̀rẹ̀ pé kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀ mò ń pariwo látọdún mẹ́ta fún iṣẹ́ tí bàbá Akíntóyè gbé mi lọ́wọ́ kí ni bàbá Akíntóyè gbé lé mi lọ́wọ́ bàbá yẹn pè mí níjọ́ kan ó ní Koiki ó ní ọmọ mi mo ní èmi ò lẹ́fẹ̀ẹ́ 2 minutes máa fún bàbá tá a bá pè mí bàbá busy gan wọ́n ní bá ń sọ fún ọmọ Yorùbá mo ní kí n sọ fún wọn dádì wọ́n ní kọ sílẹ̀ kó bá máa rán wọn létí àmọ́ tó rántí ń gbogbo gbà Nigeria has dragged our people into poverty bàbá Akíntóyè ló fún mi ní phrase yẹn Nigeria has dragged ẹni tó fi lọ ó drag ẹ ìdí tá a ṣe máa drag yín jáde nìyẹn tí ọmọ àlè nìyí born bastard ìwọ tó ń sọ pé ká keep Nigeria kò ní dá fún ẹ tí ó mọ̀ pé ó ń drag ẹ ni ó drag ẹ wọnú ẹ so èmi gbọ́dọ̀ drag ìwọ náà jáde tí o tí ì bá drag ẹ jáde ó máa sink gbogbo wa ẹ̀yin ń wo ilé ni èmi ń wo future lóòótọ́ Tinubu wà níbẹ̀ àbájá àkànnífẹ̀ẹ́ ni torí pé ohun tóun ń ṣe yẹn tó bá parí ẹ̀ olórí burúkú nọ́dánà kan jókòó nísìn tó ń dúró pé kọ́lọ̀ bá mú Tinubu kó má gbéjọba sílẹ̀ tó bá di 2031 àwọn nọ́ọ̀tì náà ń dúró àwọn náà máa sọ fún pé tó bá bí da kó má gbéjọba sílẹ̀ ṣèbó òun náà sọ fún Buhari èmi ló kàn Buhari tó bá gbé fún mi má bà nǹkan jẹ́ ṣẹ̀rí pọ́rọ̀ yẹn ó deep there because Tinubu nísìn tóun náà bá tètè ṣe tẹ́ ń fẹ́ torí fẹ́mi kò sí nǹkan kan tó fẹ́ ṣe Tinubu is not gonna break up Nigeria that is my own take tó bá ṣe yes I ma accept it but for now I don't think he has what it takes to do it ó dẹ̀ lè ní lọ́kàn but kó tètè activate it but tó bá pé 2031 tí a rójútu gbogbo tó wà nílẹ̀, which I pray pé ká ti rójútu ẹ̀ o. El-Rufai máa sọ fún pé àwa ló kàn. Báwọn náà ṣe ẹ mọ̀ pé òun sọ pé òun ló kàn, àwọn máa sọ pé àwa ló kàn. Ṣé ká gbá láyé yẹn tán àbí ká máa move on? Ṣé nǹkan tó fẹ́ sọ náà ló ti sọ yẹn? Kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀? Ó sọ̀rọ̀ kan tó dùn mọ́ nínú ẹja gbọ́tàn. Èmi kọ́ mo sọ nísìn, irú ẹ̀ mo fẹ́ máa gbọ́ lẹ́nu ẹ̀yin tẹ́ wà Nàìjíríà, ẹ máa bá mi fohùn yẹn síta. Kọ́ máa sọ pé Koiki nìkan ló fi dọ́gbọ́n sílẹ̀ torí ń tẹ́ sọ fún mi lọ́dún mẹ́ta nìyẹn. Bàbá Akíntóyè ní ń pariwo fún gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá pé inú ìṣẹ́ la wà, ẹja tètè kúrò, ẹni ẹ fẹ́ lọ dìbò. Ṣé báwọn kan tó tún ti dìbò ní Sùúrùlérè tó bá bí yín dá kómi ya wọnú lẹ́yìn kẹ́ wá complain fún mídíà kankan, ìpìlẹ̀ á máa fún gbogbo yín ní Sùúrùlérè. Omi yalé àgbàrá yaṣọ gbóhùn sókè wèrè.
àtìgbà tí Buhari ti bọ́lẹ̀ báyìí ni Buhari ti gbé lọ́ọ̀fù lọ ló ti gbé.
Ó dáa pé mo ò gbọ́rú ẹ̀ rí. Buhari tèmi sọ pé born bastard, Buhari tó fi pa bàá mi Ìgbòho Òòṣà, Buhari tó pa economy Nàìjíríà, ilé wa ní àtìgbà tí Buhari ti gbé lọ́ọ̀fù lọ. Àbí mo gbọ́n kan tó sọ dáadáa. Àlàyé take time o, ẹni sọ̀rọ̀ kí ló sọ náà? Ẹ jẹ́ padà sẹ́yìn díẹ̀. Bí a lọ́ọ̀fù yẹn mo gbọ́n kan tó sọ yá.
500 láti inú mọ́tò, àwọn tó máa tún ta kọ́lé ló máa tà.
Ẹni sọ̀rọ̀ ariwo yẹn ti pọ̀ jù. Wọ́n fẹ́ jára alẹ́ sílẹ̀. Ó yá.
Ẹgbẹ́ ìnira pọ̀ jù ní Nàìjíríà, ìnira ti pọ̀ jù. Àtìgbà tí Buhari ti bọ́lẹ̀ báyìí ni Buhari ti gbé lọ́ọ̀fù lọ ló ti gbé.
Ókè mo gbọ́ dáadáa ni o. Martins wọn náà ti jí aago 5 àbọ̀ bàbá àkókò, ṣé bíbí ni kò jẹ́ kẹ́ sùn nílé? Ó ní àtìgbà tí Buhari ti bọ́lẹ̀, Buhari táwa ń ṣépè fún, Buhari tó bayé jẹ́ tó bọ̀rún jẹ́, Buhari tó kó Boko Haram wọlé, ọmọ Yorùbá wá ní àtìgbà tí Buhari ti ṣe tán ló ti gbé lọ́ọ̀fù lọ. Ṣe rí i pé we are in problem. Ó ní àtìgbà tí Buhari ti ṣèjọba tán, Buhari ti gbé lọ́ọ̀fù lọ. Was there any love nígbà tí Buhari wà níbẹ̀? Bí ẹ lè rí love, bí àwọn ọmọ Haúsá ló ń fẹ́, bí àwọn Haúsá ló ń bá ṣiṣẹ́ tó fi ń rówó pure water. Ìkan tẹ̀ mo tẹ̀ rí kan, àlàyé yẹn ó wà lórí bọ́ọ̀sì báyìí. Mo ti rí tẹ́lẹ̀ rí, ìyàwó mi tún wá sẹ́ ẹ̀mọ̀ pé ìyàwó mi nígbà náà máa send àwọn kankan náà sí mi pé ó ní òun máa ń ra data fáwọn èèyàn, òun tẹni tó ra data fún yàn mọ́. Ó ní òun má rì, òun ò má rì mọ́. I'm sure púpọ̀ ní wọ́n ti gbọ́ fídíò yẹn. Ẹja gbọ́n tàlàyé yìí náà sọ. At least o ti popular lórí social media. Wà á dẹ̀ ti fún ẹ lówó tó máa fi ra pure water. Gbóhùn sókè.
Kò sífẹ̀ẹ́ mọ́, ìnira yìí ti pọ̀ ju epo wọn àtọ̀rọ̀, gàrí wọn àtọ̀rọ̀, gbogbo nǹkan wọn àtọ̀rọ̀. Ṣé bí ọ̀tà omi dáàmú lẹ́tún jẹ́ kó wọ́n omi jọ́sọ̀ omi tọ́lọ́run dá tó ṣe pé bóyá pé kínní òun lẹ́tún jẹ́ kó wọ́n. Ibo la ń lọ lórílẹ̀‐èdè Nàìjíríà, ibo la ń lọ báyìí, ibo la ń lọ. Tó bá yẹ kó ogun la máa jà tí gbogbo wèrè yìí máa fi sọ̀m, tó bá yẹ kó ogun la máa jà tí gbogbo ìyà tí àwọn mẹ̀kúnnù jẹ yìí láàfin ní jẹ mọ́, ẹ jẹ́ ká kúkú jagun.
Má sáré lórí yẹn. Aláyé ṣe sùúrù náà. Èmi náà fọhùn lẹ̀ fún ẹ o. Kí ló sọ lẹ́ẹ̀kan? Oní tó bá jẹ́ ogun la máa jà tí gbogbo wèrè yìí máa fi kúrò lẹ̀ kájà lẹ́ẹ̀kan irọ́ àìtí ìjagun o. Mo ti bá gbógun lẹ́nu gbogbo yín ní Nàìjíríà màá ná ilẹ̀ gbà. Kò sí àjà ogun àjọ máa wà nù Nàìjíríà yẹn ni. Ogun bíi ti báwo? Ogun ló sọ di àkàrà àti mọ́ínmọ́ín, ogun ló sọ di ẹ̀pà àti gàrí. Tí mo yóò yò. Owó ti wà ní 1,800 to £1. Tó bá máa fi the end of February, àdúrà tèmi ni pé ó ti ń slow jù fẹ́mi, àní kó gùn kéde ẹ̀ kó di 3,000 so that tí bá send owó kékeré sílé, owó ńlá lè máa gbà, bọ̀ kò ní ra nǹkan kan. Inflation ló ń pè ẹ̀jẹ̀ mo yóò yá. Ó nígbà tí Buhari ti bọ́lẹ̀ ló ti gbé lọ́ọ̀fù lọ. So n tó ń sọ nísìnyí pé àgbá kò ní Tinubu. N tó sọ nìyẹn. Ẹ̀wọ̀n pé òun wà Nàìjíríà kò ní lè sọ yẹn kí DSS má lọ gbé. Ẹja kàkà ìtókù sí. Ṣé ó ń jẹ́ ń gẹ́ẹ̀tì nǹkan tá à ń sọ yìí? Àbọ̀ wọn kàn yìí. Àsìkò tí yàn ń sùn kọ́ lélẹ́yìí. àsìkò tá ẹ ká dé ṣòkòtò wa ká máa prepare fún anything tó bá fi ṣẹlẹ̀. ẹni you are in Nigeria, you are not in Nigeria o àwọn tó wà Nàìjíríà ti fẹ́ dọ́gun lẹ̀ o ṣé ó ti ń clear Yorùbá wuyì ìyá yẹn ó ti wà pẹ̀lú àwọn agbèrò rí ṣó ń clear ṣó ti clear wà á rẹ́rìn ṣáà ni ṣó ń clear ṣó clear gẹ́lẹ́ ló máa fi clear ṣó clear ṣó ti clear níbo ló clear sí Nàìjíríà tó ti sink òyìnbó gan mọ̀ pé ó ti sink everybody ń sá lọ ẹjẹ́ akan tó kọ tó kù tán ká tó máa lọ́lé ní mo fẹ́ ju 2 hours 30 minutes lọ ẹjẹ́ push ibi tó kù sí tàbá ka tán lálẹ́ yìí tàbá tó lè wà lọ́la. The lower classes are sinking deeper into the soul-depressing depth of poverty, despair, hopelessness, and the middle class is so hobbled by the economic crunch that it is disappearing faster than the soap bubbles. The lower and the middle classes are now united by a common sensation of emptiness, agony, and anxiety for the future. Every day is worse, less hopeful, and more precarious than the previous day for most Nigerians. Even hope, which French philosopher Francois de la Rochefoucauld assures us is the last thing that dies in humans, is desperately going into the depth of spiral. That is an ominous signal President Bola Ahmed Tinubu will do well not to take lightly. Nigeria is famous for its superabundant supply of self-regenerating hope, even in the midst of the most nerve-wracking essential strain. You know you are dealing with a potentially explosive social rupture when hope is grasping for breath among people who are famed for feasting on hope. The current state of affairs isn't unavoidable. It is the predictable consequences of the pig-headed pursuit of a renewed policy of subsidy removal from the petrol, the lifeblood of Nigeria. Èmi a máa sọ pé crude oil, the increment of the devil. Kò ní kankan tó ṣe fẹ́ anybody. Yàtọ̀ sáwọn tó ti jẹ nínú ẹ̀. I sounded an early warning about this a month before Tinubu was inaugurated. In my April 29, 2023 call, báwo ni ìṣe máa kọ column nìyẹn o, iṣẹ́ táwọn ilé mọ̀ ṣe nìyẹn. But ibi tí mo fẹ́ lò lọ́rọ̀ gbogbo tó kọ ni pé what is the solution? Ṣàkọ máa kọ̀ọ̀kan, a máa sọ̀rọ̀, kọ̀ọ̀kan sọ̀rọ̀. Nobody can fix Nigeria. So ibi tá a máa gbé sí nìyẹn ká bọ́lẹ̀ níbẹ̀. Ẹ ń padà wá sí full screen mi. Mo gbádùn program tálẹ̀, èmi mọ̀ bí ẹ̀yin gbádùn bí òyìnbó ṣe ń gbádùn sìgá. Mo kí ìyá tó bí mi lọ́mọ. Mo kí gbogbo ẹ̀yin bàbá mi olóríire. Ẹ kú àdúró tiwa. Ẹ kú àìfiwásílẹ̀. Torí pé àìfiwásílẹ̀ òun làwa náà fi ń ta bíọ́bíọ́ báyìí. Torí tó bá yẹ pé ti fi wá sílẹ̀ ni, wá ti lò wá mọ́lẹ̀. Nígbà tẹ́yin náà wá fi wá sílẹ̀, ẹ wá dúró tiwa, ẹ wá pẹ̀lú wa. Torí pé kí ni? Àwọn jẹgúrújẹrá, àwọn olè, àwọn má jẹ àwọn kí wọ́n ní kọ́ má jẹ́ kẹ́lòmíì ní, òun làwọn olóṣèlú yàn. They are all criminals. Criminals tó ń yájú, òun làwọn olóṣèlú. And they know that what they are doing is crime against humanity. Ṣé wọ́n care? They don't care. Ṣé wọ́n ní respect fún yín? Wọ́n ní respect fún anybody. They are the most criminal people you can ever think of. Let us leave Nigeria. Let us wind it down. Let us go our separate ways. We can still be friends. We can still be neighbors. We can set up our own independent system that works for each and every single one of us. The present day Nigeria is never going to work. We have wasted too much time already trying to fix a country that we never knew have no love for us. Ẹ̀gbọ́n kan tá láyé yẹn sọ. Ó ní Buhari ìgbà tó ti bọ́lẹ̀, ó ti gbé love lọ, mo ò tún gbọ́ yẹn rí. We thought that Buhari was bad, but now many Yoruba people and Nigerians are appreciating Buhari, even though Tinubu kọ́ ló dá gbogbo problems sílẹ̀. But Tinubu cannot also be omitted from all the impediment of Nigeria. All our politicians are our problems. None of them love us in as much as they might tell you they are doing their best. I pray that our people will wake up early enough to the warnings as we continue to pray for the loss of our king that passed on this terrible week. 3 of them precisely. Let me say it again. Tinubu brought in Buhari and is now trying to rectify the damage of Buhari. He will probably fix it. Then another Buhari will come back and they will destroy it very fast. Thank you so much for enjoying the program. I am OLAYOMI Koiki. Most of you call me KOIKIMEDIA, but I am OLAYOMI Koiki of KOIKIMEDIA, bringing the world closer to your doorstep. Mo kí ọmọdé, mo kí àgbàlagbà, mo kí gbogbo yín silent listeners. Those of you that are intelligent to know that ògidì ọ̀rọ̀ làwọn ọmọ yìí ń sọ, but ọ̀nà tó ń gbà láì tí ì mọbi tó fi lọ. Some of you are even very skeptical about us. What is the need for them? Ṣé ìgbà tí bàbá Awólọ́wọ̀ ń ṣe wàhálà, ṣé gbogbo wa béèrè pé what is the need for him? Ṣebí gbogbo wa la jọ gbádùn ẹ̀? Fáwọn tí bàbá wa jọ gbádùn ẹ̀. Àwọn tó gbádùn ẹ̀ nísìnyí lọ́wọ́ sọ fáwọn pé ta lẹ̀yin tẹ́ ń sọ? Awólọ́wọ̀ fought at the age of 40 for the independence of Nigeria. Tó bá ṣe ń dúró de àwọn bàbá tó ti wà in their 70s, 60s, they are not interested in the breakup of Nigeria. But àwa la máa fọmọ gbogbo wọn lórí bí kòkó ọbẹ̀, orí wọn la máa fi fàgbọ̀n. Mo kí gbogbo yín lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí o. And on that note, this is how we're going to end the program. I'll be back again, hopefully when we are back. I don't have a time slot because it is so difficult for me to put a time. But as soon as Tabati prepare Tabati pari Okutan, we will start having proper program from the Koiki Media team to mani time to mamajade. Right now we are doing a test transmission with the newspaper review. Very soon, atuma now program me to yẹ pé ọmọ máa bá wa sọ̀rọ̀ ọ̀rọ̀ ṣítí, so kò ní máa jẹ́ voice mi nìkan lẹ máa gbọ́. These are Koiki Media team that we have trained that can handle the program, and they'll be giving you those programs. But there'll also be enough when it comes to, we'll be at Akeredolu's burial in Omo Yorubani, so the Koiki Media team will be there. Ó ti join mọ́ ti bàbá wa tí a fẹ́ lọ fún ìyàwó ní oṣù yìí, but we will still be at the Akeredolu event. It's very, very important that we go there and support the family. And on that note, ọ̀ràn ayọ̀ la máa sùn. Gbogbo ẹni tẹ́ bá jí, tẹ́ bá bá fídíò yẹn pàdé, ẹ bá wa pín kó kárí ilé. But the only thing tẹ́ kì í ṣe ni pé ẹ ń gbọ́ wọn sáwò. If 500 people are watching the videos at £1 each, lẹ́fín support ẹ̀, we will be able to do more fast for this platform. Our agenda and our plan is to make sure that this platform does not go to bed. And I'm sure you know what that means. This platform should operate 24 hours. But that will be subject to if you are ready to have it. And I'll be coming in between that. So it will not stop what we are doing. This Koiki Media for now is dedicated only to Yoruba Nation. But it is also still an international platform that talks about other news around the world. So sometimes you might come across things and say, kí ló ní ṣe pẹ̀lú Yoruba Nation? One bastard ni ẹ, bóyá kí wọ́n gbọ́ pé Koiki Media international platform ni. Ṣé mo sọ fún pé Bọ́lẹ̀ Kájà Media ni? I am not a blogger. We are fully operational into media. And we can compete with any media around the world. But we just need your support to be able to do so. So don't hesitate. I know it's very difficult. I know it's tough. But nobody would handle it as we are doing it right now. Orayola Masun. Mwakibu Wilio. Bye for now. Your audio because then I'm going to put that in the software, so I need to get the sound out. Gbogbo ilé tí wà set up tẹ́lẹ̀ lórí ti mix Alienware. So this time around, we're just. I hope the program was good on the KOIKIMEDIA YouTube channel. We will still run the test again without changing. So we can add the Yoruba anthem. So my adjust it to Oriele now. I'll say I won't put too much pressure on this for now. Could have come loni glitch. At the moment, we have run KOIKIMEDIA Oduduwa with it, and we've also run Kilodeti at the end. Okay, I don't know what happened there. We lost the KOIKIMEDIA Oduduwa. Alright, that's fine. Not sure what happened there. Okay, we are about to more adjusting. So let's go back and play the anthem, and then I say good night. Odaro.